Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. And if you are interested in supporting this community just a little bit further, or possibly even joining this community, then you should consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships are cheaper than on Twitch, and more of the proceeds go directly into my pockets, which, I mean, you know, who doesn't like getting a bigger cut out of the money? In addition to that, you could also join our Patreon if you're interested in joining any of our games. We have several open slots in the community as of now, and if you are interested in playing in any of those, including ones that will be starting very soon, brand new campaigns, be sure to join our Patreon. Though there is a waiting list, we currently don't have anybody on the wait list aside from one individual, and none of the games are suitable for them. So, definitely come and join us. But I believe that's going to be everything from me. Casimir, what the hell happened last time?
Good question. So we started off by going shopping, as you do. So I believe we set out, we ended up finding two shops that were of interest. The Shady Tankard, which was a tavern that did blood-infused wines that actually managed to get vampires drunk. And Casimir quickly bought a small barrel of that to carry with him. Then there was also the Sure Hopper, who was run by some creepy half elf that looked normal. It was like a normal person in here, which is weird. Did a bit of shopping, had a bit of fun with a screaming snowman, I believe it was, which luckily didn't end up in the entire place being burned down. And we bought a couple of things, got some eyes and fingers for moose that we're not going to question, and bought some potions. Stocked up for some future expeditions as well for us when we come back, because we need potions. After that, we asked about tried to continue hunting for the dragon and where it went. Managed to get a guide thanks to a favor, which ended up being this one-legged goblin that kind of got attacked by the dragon and was a bit burnt. And it wasn't actually a guard, but pretended to be a guard. So he ended up being our guide, and we followed him. We accosted him in his sleep and reattached a whole new leg to him. But he can walk now and jump. I believe we're heading to Ashmornleys, an underwater city, to find out wherever this dragon went. We got warned about quite a few of the dangers that were down here, including a blood count, the random zombies that might be there, and just a couple other threats. We came across a weird pit that was just full of zombies and rotten bodies that weren't actually torn apart, but were rather cut apart. And we're still not sure why. But that seemed to be like a disposal pit to get rid of people. But we managed to get by it, and we ended up setting up camp for the night when something came knocking at our door.
So, two of you are awake right now. Reyna, Casimir. As you see an incredibly large blue snout push up on that false slab and lift it with, well, not false slab, it's a real slab of, stone. It's solid. But lifts it with ease. Would you all like to roll initiative for me, please?
Oh man, that sucked.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing someone. There we go. Alrighty, then let us begin at the top of the order. Moose, you are sleeping very quietly in your bag, and it is so
fucking
cozy.
called it.
Yeah, it is so nice. It is so cozy in there. It is so relaxing. Casimir, that does not look like something friendly to you. As you see a large congregation of static right where its whiskers are.
I suppose we don't want to deal with that. Stab it.
Okay. Because you are in closed environments, you are going to be considered prone the entire time, as you can't even sit on your knees. Go ahead, give me attacks at disadvantage.
Am I able to see behind it at all?
See behind it. If you would like to use your action as a perception check, you're more than welcome to. But your passive does not see behind this incredibly large creature.
Okay.
Some may even say huge.
Stab at it.
Go for it. An 11 will, in fact, miss. A 21 will, in fact, hit.
2 quick slashes, the first one being terrible because it's an enclosed area. But that'll be me.
All right, so as you begin trying to swing your weapon, you reach and move it backwards where it slams against the side of the wall and kind of gets stuck for a second before you have to swing it wildly downwards yet again and gash across its mouth. As you cut across its feral skin, I need you to give me a dex save. Disadvantage because you are considered prone. 5. Oh, that's not very good for you.
Nope.
That'll be 4 points of lightning damage. As you cut against its skin, you see there's this pulsation of this electric energy off of it that sparks along your blade and strikes into you. So you will suffer 4 points of lightning damage. All done?
Yep, took it.
Trivial, you're beginning to wake up and you hear the commotion. Luckily, your passive is not terrible, correct? Yeah, you're not terrible. So you do hear the commotion and wake up.
Okay. Then I will stand up. Where is this in relation to me?
You will squat up because you're inside of this tiny area as well. It is roughly about 10 feet in front of you. And Casimir and Raina take up the majority of that front line area. There is a stone slab that it lifted with its head, and behind that stone slab it's Moose inside of the bag, as well as the goblin inside of the bag as well.
Okay. That was way too close. What do I want to do? Right. Can I Eldritch Blast him?
At disadvantage because you are prone.
Very good. I'm just gonna roll this again.
Mm-hmm.
So 21
hits. Absolutely. Go ahead and send off your other blast. I think you have 2 of them at your current level.
I do.
So 8 points of force damage. The force slams into its snoot, which then it kind of sneezes at aggressively.
Yeah, the turn order needs a reordering.
And a fabulous 10, which I'm not even gonna worry about.
10 also misses. Your second blast swings and just collides with the stone slab behind it, alerting everybody else in this area that, oh, there's something happening.
Perfect. Mission accomplished. That is my turn.
All right, so Reyna, Casimir, Trivial, Liara, and Sebastian, I need all of you to give me dexterity saving throws. At disadvantage, because all of you are prone.
What is this?
This is a breath attack. You see the creature push the slab further up, crashing it into the ceiling, which is only about, 3 feet tall down here? 3.5 feet tall? And as it pushes it up that high, you see this cackling of lightning in its mouth that immediately slams out of it into this entire section of the corridor. What's your bonus? +4?
My bonus is +4. Would the magnet augment make the breath weapon only hit me?
It would make it only hit you and Reyna.
Yeah.
It would save Casimir, Liara, and Trivial.
Yeah, so if I can direct it away from everybody, that's what I will do.
Fantastic.
And I will roll my save here at disadvantage.
So, as you see this large jolting of lightning shoot out, Jesus Christ, dude, from its mouth, you all watch as Sebastian rolls over, grabs his shield, and slams it down where you all hear this vroom, shoot off from it, and the lightning immediately moves, though it is aiming directly at all of you, into a line over towards Reyna and Sebastian. Sebastian, you are successful. Reyna, with a +4, you failed. So that is going to be 66 points of lightning damage, Reyna. Sebastian, halved down to 33. Everybody remember your temporary hit points. I believe one of you guys give that out freebies.
Mm-hmm.
4 from past.
Yeah. Alrighty. That is the Corrupted Bahir's turn. Reyna.
Okay, 2 sorcery points to quicken spell Phantasmal Force a metal clamp over its mouth.
So
It's an
you want it to
intelligence
believe
save.
that there is a metal clamp on its mouth?
Yeah, like keeping its mouth closed.
Okay. 2.
That's a fail.
You all watch as the creature begins opening and closing its mouth aggressively, thinking that it's closed, and slamming its head from side to side. Oh. You still have your action.
Each round on your turn, it takes 1d6 psychic damage. So that would be next turn?
Correct. Each round on its turn.
Okay, cool. And then,
So long as what you make it believe hurts it. I don't think the clamp hurts it. I do think the clamp stops it from trying to bite any of you.
Or breath weapon?
Yeah. It might try to do that to break the clamp, but that would be fun. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah.
Okay, and then gonna try stabby.
Go for it. Disadvantage on both. Bleeder. 11 misses. And 17 will barely hit. As you strike at it the first time, it rears its head upwards, trying to, open mouth. Nobody else really knows what's going on, but, open mouth, break its mouth open. But the 17, you stick it into the side of it, and it immediately jabs upwards and slashes. Slashing damage, correct? Plus necrotic. That's good. The slash up inside of it does cause a burst of electric energy to shoot off from it, but you notice that the necrotic aspect that sears around the wound almost softens the lightning from inside of it. So that is going to be 18. Okay. There we go. And you see the ferocious aspect of the lightning that seems to be just falling off of this creature becomes much more docile in nature. Think when Raiden calms down a little bit and his eyes are just a little sparkly. All right, is that your turn?
How far away am I from the hole?
You're right in front of it because it's right there.
Okay, and can I fit down the hole?
That would require you an action as an opposed athletics to go down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will stay where I am, and I'll try to do that next time.
All right, Sebastian. The creature just keeps opening and closing its mouth, kind of like a dog trying to get the peanut butter on top of its nose.
So since it's kind of like squirming and distracted, can I see anything? Like, I want to Misty Step behind it. Can I see a place to Misty Step to?
You could spend an action to try to. Unfortunately, your passive would not see if there's anything open.
Okay. Well. And well, I'm gonna get out of this. So I will use my action to try to perceive.
All right. Roll me a perception check.
Not at disadvantage.
Correct.
Oh, I
Without
didn't want guidance. Yeah, geez.
Yeah. 24. You see behind this creature, there's a small section back there that a single individual could stand in, but there's also the side of its back, which has an open gap that one of you could sit on if you want to, rodeo this shit.
I'm going to...
But you notice only those two spots in the back. Everything else looks taken up from this vantage point.
So I'm assuming that the spot I saw will get me to the other side, so I could maybe flank this with other people?
You could certainly try, yes.
All right, well, I will Misty Step there if you would place me where I can see the place. And then...
Are you going to be behind it or on it?
I'm going to be... Actually... Fuck it, I'm gonna ride on its back.
Yeah, that's the spirit. You slide down into position, and you immediately get like the hairs on your legs standing on edge from the static of rubbing against this creature. And it's more slick than you would have anticipated. Because of your 24 perception, Sebastian, you also notice this creature has a lot of cut marks all across its back, and you see lightning is surging through it very aggressively, like it's not able to control that.
I could see that before I jumped onto its back? Or
No,
I
you can see that now. Now that
Okay.
you're there, you can see it. It has a lot of cut marks, and in those cut marks is where you see the lightning is just uncontrollably being expelled.
All right.
All done?
Yeah, that's action bonus action.
Liara.
Oh god. Okay, I guess I'm gonna use my words right now. Enlarge Sebastian or reduce Casimir? Anyone want to say anything?
You have 4 words, everybody.
No one's gonna. Oh.
Sebastian.
Both are good.
We're gonna enlarge Sebastian. Oh my god.
All right. Oh, that would have been great. Mini Casimir. I'm coming for you. Just
Because then he could stand up and actually. hit
yeah, at 100%. That'd be a great call. But yeah, hell, you'd even be able to get a third person on that front line.
them. That's why. Ooh, is there? Okay, but the group has decided to enlarge Sebastian, so we're gonna.
That is what they said. All right, Sebastian. His size grew 2 sizes that day, and it's at barely enough weight that the creature kind of falls slightly, providing enough of a space beneath it that people can see behind the creature.
My
All done?
work here is done, and I'm gonna start crawling behind Trivial,
All right, what's this creature's reach?
grabbing my shield and sword. Actually, yeah, I should grab the shield and sword, I guess.
All
Just
right.
stand there ready. I don't know.
All righty. You go behind Trivial, or okay.
I'm gonna try to go as far back as I can.
Moose, there sounds to be like a lot out there.
Whoops.
I'm gonna look at Jimmy.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I'm gonna look at who I believe to be called Jimmy.
Did we call him Jimmy? He had a really generic name, so Jimmy sounds good.
It's like Jimmy James. It began with a J.
Johnny.
Johnny.
That's the one.
It's Johnny, the Gobbo.
Look at Johnny. I'm gonna say, stay here. I'll go look. I'm just going to like.
he
peek
rolls-
My head.
He just rolls on the carpet and looks at you. Wait, what?
There's no commotion outside. I think they're partying.
Oh. Ooh, party.
No, just stay here. It might not be.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna just peek my head out.
You see the stone slab is currently being held upwards, but falls every now and again. You can't see the creature from this side, but you see all of your allies, and Reyna looks fucking rough.
The fuck happened?
Big, strong electric thing.
Yeah, that's 4 words. Perfect.
How far away are the rest of them?
They are about 25 feet away from you. Starting at Reyna, heading all the way back to Trivial would be 35 feet.
Gonna start walking towards.
Be sure to stop directly behind the creature, because that is where the stone slab is.
Yep. Just like. And I'm gonna peek my head around.
You see the creature trying to like lick the top of its mouth.
Just a couple of blinks as moves to staring at it. Okay then. Electricity, you say? Jesus. Can I maneuver around the slab?
You could put yourself right up next to it, yeah. But it's like a 5-foot ledge that you would be on.
When I got big, did my size push the slab out of the way at all?
It pushed the creature down slightly, which is why it's
Oh,
not
okay.
being just held against the roof. Now it's like falling a little bit so you can see the other side.
Cool.
Oh, jeez. That seems mighty uncomfortable. Well, I'm sure you can handle this. I'm just not gonna take a step away from this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna look at Casimir. And I'm gonna look right now. I'm just gonna give Reyna a big thumbs up, and I'm going to throw. I'm going to throw a small smelling incense candle that's on fire towards Casimir,
Ooh.
and that's gonna give him haste.
Ooh! Casimir, you're fast!
Yeah.
If only you were a fast little guy. Oh, that'd be amazing. But yeah.
And I'm just gonna back all the way back to my bag.
Zoomies! Alrighty. Moving back to your bag, the creature would get an attack of op.
I was trying to bait out the attack of Op as I was backing away from it the first time. God damn it.
Fantastic. So then it works. All right. It will attempt to headbutt you, since it can't bite you, since it doesn't think its mouth is.
Reaction imposed disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a 19.
That will unfortunately hit.
Okay. You will suffer 17 points of bludgeoning damage. Con save, DC 10.
Fuck it. I'm using advantage. I really don't want to deal with this thing. Thank God I did.
Oh, yo, that would have been bad. Casimir, go fast. Yay! Oh.
Would that have been immediately a level of exhaustion?
No, he just becomes
Okay.
tired. Just
It's
All
just
right.
Imagine you're
temperature.
getting a sudden burst of fucking energy and then immediately you get a sugar down.
as quickly as I gave it to you, I could take it away. Trivial. You're up. Wait, did I
You
skip
skipped,
Casimir?
You skipped
Yeah, you
Casimir.
did.
Casimir.
He went so fast.
Yep, went too fast. Never even seen me. Using the
You failed.
hasted action, can I try to squeeze out?
You can see an area down there. Yes, you can try to squeeze out. Give me an athletics check. Opposed by this creature, you have advantage because Sebastian is actually weighing it down. You beat it. Okay. I was doing quick maths. So, you, very quickly, as the creature, slams its head upwards one more time, slide underneath it, slide down to the ground, and position yourself over right there to its side. I'm going to say that's
Perfect.
all 30 feet, or 30 of your feet of movement. Oh, wait, half movement as well. So, yeah, that's all your movement.
Got it. Am I flanking with Reyna?
Because of three-dimensional fighting, I will say... fuck it. Sebastian's on it as well. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to bite it.
Nom nom. Ah.
Have you ever been one of those electric balls that you touch and your hair stands on end?
Why would you bite that?
I'm imagining that's what it would be like.
Oh. 19 hits. All right, so... piercing damage, 10. Blood drain, also 10. Alrighty, so it takes 10 points of damage as you nom nom into its hindquarters, and you heal for 10.
And again.
Wait, when was the last time it took necrotic damage? That was... It has not had a turn since. Okay, you're fine. Keep going.
I believe we said the blood drain is necrotic damage as well.
Oh! Wait, so it takes both sides of the damage? Okay.
Yeah, so both sides. So it's the 10 piercing, and then the blood drain is what I think we said necrotic that I take, and then I gain the HP from that.
Fine. As you sink your teeth into its butt, you see the static shoots out from around it, and then disperses and discharges in the surrounding areas. The creature gets a little slower.
Bite it again.
You can only do that once per turn, buddy.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was slashing at that.
Yeah, you only have one mouth attack per turn. You're not a monk. You don't get to
And you won't even let me do that as a monk, so...
No, not anymore. That became way too ridiculous. 17 just barely hits for 13 points of slashing damage. You see the lightning from it shoots off again, but it seems much more lackadaisy, like I previously described. Wait, no.
And that'll be me.
Alrighty. Now, the corrupted Bahir gets to go yet again. D6. Ah, damn it.
Okay, now you're skipping me.
God damn it! Go ahead, Trivial.
Is there room for me to get closer to it?
Yeah, now that Casimir moved, Reyna's moved. You could be right up next to Reyna.
All right. Let's get my packed blade all up in here. Is this still disadvantage?
Yes, it is. You're still prone. Unless you were where Reyna is, because Reyna has flanking from her spot. But you're not opposite Casimir from this spot. 17 just barely hits.
Wunderbar. That
For
would
6
be-
points of slashing. You slash into the side of this creature,
Wait.
and
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you have sneak attack?
No.
Because
no, you do not have sneak attack because you have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Um,
You never have sneak attack when you have disadvantage. That's one of the only prerequisites with it.
oh, okay.
okay. I believe that is me.
You don't have multi-attack? No, you don't. Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't.
Now it is the corrupted Bahir's turn. I already rolled a d6, so I'm not going to do that again. It's going to try to constrict you, Sebastian. You're riding in it. It doesn't like that. 12 to hit. You see the side of its tail comes wrapping around towards you, and that is the part where Casimir bites into and causes its tail not to actually grip and grab onto you. Now it is going to attempt to, quote-unquote, bite at you, Reyna, but instead it's just going to slam its maul down on the ground. And that'll be an 18 to hit.
That's not gonna hit.
All right. You see the massive... Oh, wait. You're prone. Advantage. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty. The head lifts up into the air right where you are, and you try to crawl away quickly, but it's just too small of a space as it slams down on top of you, and you suffer 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm out, and and the illusion's gone.
It starts moving its mouth normal again. Liara and
Oh, wait,
Trivial,
wait,
you see
wait.
it go cross-eyed for a moment.
Wait, it was how? What was the attack? How
It
much
was a 24 to hit for 17 bludgeoning.
Shield only match.
Ah, damn it. Yeah. Alrighty. Reyna, I need you to give me a death save, please, as a whisper roll. Someone smoking in the hallway? Oh, I didn't.
Wait. I have a feature.
You have a feature. You have a feature.
Strength of the Grave. When damage reduces you to 0 hit points, you can make a charisma saving throw, which is the DC plus the damage taken.
Nice. Do it. So the DC is... Wait, the DC is what?
5 plus damage taken.
So 23 charisma save.
Using my advantage.
All right.
And a plus. No, is Sebastian within range of her?
Yeah, I'd give it. I'd say that's within 15 feet. Easy. 15 plus 4 is 19.
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunate.
it was worth a try.
Always is, but hey, that was your first, well, something with your death save. Alrighty, that is the end of your turn. Sebastian!
All right. Do I have flanking on him?
You have backstab, technically. I'll give you... I'm gonna say no, because Reyna just went down, unfortunately.
Oh, I thought I was flanking with like Casimir or somebody.
No, you're on top of it. Casimir's behind it.
Okay.
Yeah. If anything, I'm not giving you disadvantage for trying to ride this thing.
All right. I will swing my warhammer at it. Try to hit it right in the back of the head.
All right. Bonk.
Oh, I'm rolling for shit.
11 misses as you bring the hammer around. It kind of like recoils upwards triumphantly now that it can move its mouth again. And you just like swing past the back of its head. All right, give us your second swing.
Oh, this is really weird.
That hits.
All right. We need to get this thing out of here. So, 3rd level smite.
Yeah. Smitten. Ooh, frosty bits.
And it's not undead or anything.
it is not considered undead.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No. Don't forget your enlarged damage as well. Thank you very much, Wyatt.
Oh yeah. All the damages.
So that's 9 plus 16 is 25. Plus 2 is 27. Woo, not bad. You slam into the creature, and it's looking pretty hurt now, as the second one actually causes this large burst of energy into it that kind of causes it to recoil and look very confused as it now realizes, yeah, there is something on my back.
And I'm gonna bonus action healing word.
Reyna, what is your word?
Oh.
What?
I should have thought of that.
Yeah, it's your word, man. What's your healing word? What is the wise word of Lucian that heals people? Imperials is taxes. Hey, you gotta pay. It works.
You have yet to pay.
Yeah.
Here. Potion.
About averagely as good as potions were for him. That's fine. You heal for 12, Reyna, as you hear that word in your head.
Yes.
All right, that's the end.
Yeah.
Liara, your go.
Okay, so I'm guessing Trivial and Reyna are like blocking me, so I'm not really able to get up towards this thing, right?
Not within I mean, if you have a ranged weapon, like a reach weapon, you could, but actually Reyna's prone. You could just stand over top of her.
I'm gonna try to get in front of her. Go back and I was gonna use a healer's kit, but I guess we don't need that. Ooh, what am I gonna do? This thing's probably immune to poison. That's what poison would teach us, right? Okay. So we're gonna just slash at this fucking thing with our nice little silver sword.
Go for it.
Probably just have normal roll, right? 16. That just barely missed.
You're standing in Reyna's place?
Yeah.
That's only a normal roll. Yeah, 16. You swing over towards the creature, and it just barely slices between 3 of the whiskers, and in slow motion, you see all of the whiskers dodge out of the way.
Well, concentration on spells sucks, guys. And I can't really do anything other than support. Good luck!
Moose.
All right. Just gonna look back outside. I'm gonna pop my head in and just shout. So we're dealing with a giant lizard. Wait in here for a bit. And I'm going to look at Reyna. You're doing great. And that's a second level healing word.
All right.
With an added for, yep, that's 14.
Not bad. That is a good word. Good word indeed. And for your action, sir.
Well, for my action,
You have a scythe.
comically pull it out of the bag.
I mean, hey, you got nothing else going on. Why not, right?
I'm going to. How far away is it?
From
10
you,
feet away?
from you currently, 10, 15, depends on how far you would have moved backwards.
Well, probably further than when he hit me from.
So, 10 or 15. So 10 would be fine, 15 would be fine. Your call.
15's fine by me. I'm going to quickly stick my hand in the bag and pull out a vial filled with a flower.
Flower.
And I'm gonna toss it at the Behir.
Okay. Oh no, Liara, he's throwing flower.
As long as it's on my flower, I'm good.
Oh, you think I got the petals? And it's going to be the effects of Thornwood.
Corwin. Hey! You should have used
Yeah.
the scythe, man.
I never spotted an augment in it.
So, 28. Yeah, I think that hits. Natural 20. Woo, 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 woo.
Yep, and no extra damage. That's just for the specific acid, fire, necrotic poison.
So 13 points of damage against it. And doesn't it pull it 10 feet closer to you?
Spell description. Is it large or smaller?
I thought it was
It's
huge.
huge. It is huge.
Then it does not be. That it is not pulled.
Damn, that would have been hilarious. Just
I am
bonking
not
its head on the
forcefully
ceiling.
hanging its neck.
Gong into the ceiling. Anyways, Casimir, your go.
Time to finish it. Am I still flanking?
Liara stepped up, so yeah.
Go slashes into it.
Slash slash. Oh yeah, that hits. Your first one slices into the back of this creature, which immediately causes a slight discharge. "23 hits.
Hit an attack.
Yes, sir. For another 12. As you unleash 3 attacks in a row into this creature, all of them gashing into its backside. Everybody else hears the cries and screams, and Casimir, you're getting hit with this staticky liquid and ichor coming from its body all over you as this is happening, and it is just barely still standing. All done?
Yep, that'll be me.
Trivial. Do it. Do it.
I will do it.
Do it.
Maybe.
Cute.
Sure. Yes. Okay.
Okay, I do not have that. Okay. I'm just going to stab at it.
All
Very
right.
whopping 16.
16 just barely misses. Oh.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it.
It's always so
Somebody
close.
else do it.
Well, before somebody else has the chance to do it. That would be fun. So, the creature's mouth is finally open. First off, it is going to try to grab you, Casimir, with its tail. Holy shit. All right, that's a 29 to hit.
Yeah, I think that hurts.
Okay. You, as the tail wraps and squeezes against you, you feel this very thick tightening.
Question.
Yeah.
Would you consider it within 5 feet of me?
Consider who?
The
Bahir?
Bahir.
Absolutely.
Sentinel. I'm smacking that shit.
That's how you kill Steel. I like it. All right. So, yes, go ahead. Casimir, you still take 17 bludgeoning and 17 slashing as the constrictive nature almost starts slicing through you with all the little sparks of lightning. Yeah, 13 misses. So you are now constricted.
What does
Chasm-
constricted mean?
Yep, got
He is grappled by the creature.
You cannot
sorry.
be grappled within 10 feet of me.
No, it's not grapple, it's restrained. I apologize. I said
Can't be
wrong.
restrained either.
Until this grapple ends. Yeah, you're good. Nice. So as it squeezes around you, Casimir, you almost like liquefy of sorts. Almost like you're just way too slippery and like that bar of soap you squeeze in your hands drop out of it. Nice. All right, it's going to try to bite at... I mean, it can't bite Sebastian. It can't bite Casimir. Liara, yeah. Who is also considered prone. For 24 to hit.
Yeah, it'll hit.
All right. It will deal 22 points of piercing damage as it opens its mouth and sinks its massive jaw onto you.
So 18.
And I need you to give us a con save, DC 11.
Okie dokie. Constitution save. Oof.
Nice. Oh. Sebastian, that aura is so fucking good. I love it.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna piss me off, but I love it. All right, Reyna, you're up.
All right,
creature's
bonus
just
action,
barely still alive.
fainting attack to give me advantage, which makes it a straight roll.
Fainting attack. Oh no, I'm dead. Surprise. Roll your damage. I
Surprise,
think
motherfucker.
theoretically it could not die. How do you want to do this?
I just like cough back into consciousness and like lay there for a second, and as soon as it comes up for Liara, just straight through the jaw.
So, as the creature is trying to open up and slam into Liara for a second time with that bite, almost like it's about to swallow you whole, Liara, you see into the massive jaw of this creature as Reyna quickly spins around and jabs the blade up into the mouth, piercing it into the ceiling and then ripping downwards as the creature yells and screams with all of the electric energy inside of it starting to overflow throughout the entirety of this being, collapsing to the ground. Sebastian and Casimir being the only two on the ground. I need you both to give me a dex save.
Aren't I on top of it?
Yeah, it fell to the ground. You're on the ground.
Okay.
All right, both of you successfully dodge out of the way, so you only take half of it. $23 points of lightning damage, halved down to 12, as the creature's entire body begins to surge with this uncontrollable lightning, and then it shatters outwards and sparks against the two of you, capturing sections of your armor, but ultimately turning into nothing but goo on the ground. And the corrupted Behir is dead.
Whew. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
What was that thing?
I don't know, but I want its claws. Liara's gonna jump down.
Maybe we should go ask our guide.
So I would like a nature check from anybody proficient in nature. Or indigenous to this area. So Casimir.
Scientists on it. Get in here, Casimir.
Oh, yeah, let's go. This will be amazing.
You can beat 27.
No, he cannot.
No advantage, but it's still 2.
2. Okay. Casimir, that was disgusting. And shocky. So maybe a vile Shockington. Sounds like a good name.
Sounds about right.
So, Moose, you didn't get a very good look at it from the other side. You only saw like the side of its head at once. You couldn't really pinpoint what this creature would have been. It's at least something you've never encountered before. Liara, physically, it was a Behir, but it seems to have had some type of corruption in it that caused it to become a lot more feral. Usually a Behir can maintain the electricity in its body with relative ease. This thing was barely even able to maintain it at all. That's why it just kept sparking off it until something happened to its body when Reyna struck it and Casimir bit it. Almost like them weakening the body weakened the current of electricity that was shooting out from it.
Okay, so something corrupted it. We're gonna have to see if it ate something, like a crazy geode, or was affected by magic. Casimir, cut open its stomach.
Okay, its blood tasted tingly, by the way.
Also, I'd like its claws.
Roll me a survival check to try to find it. It exploded, so you're going to be rifling through its... Well,
do you want me to assist you, or do you got it? Do you want me to do it?
Exploded. Wow.
Yeah, help me with it.
Okay, I'll help you. I'm helping him.
all right.
And Reyna's just gonna like get the goo off while they're all doing all this, and just kind of find a corner and like, oh god, like just ease into a corner somewhere.
23. Casimir, you managed to find, I'll say, roll me a D. It has multiple sets of legs, so I'll say a D10. Or sorry, 2D6. 2D6. Sorry. Yeah, we'll take whichever's higher. It's fine. We'll go with the 9.
So the 9? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You find 9 talons. Not exactly nails or claws. They are hooked, like it uses them to attach to walls and things. It's a talon. And Casimir, on a 23, you would also be able to discern its stomach, which was mostly intact at the end of all of this. The stomach is roughly the size of 1.5 U's, but there appears to be some other orifice right connected to the stomach as well. Liara, you would know that's usually the spark sac, as they call it in these things. The thing that keeps all of the electricity in one spot.
Worth some money. What was that? He went all
R2.
robot on us. R2. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna grab the spark sack and be like, "That's good to keep too."
All right. The
let's
moment
cut-
your hand touches it, you suffer 2 points of lightning damage.
It's like a pulse shock. Ooh. Okay, let's get inside the stomach and see what it ate.
All right. So, Casimir, you take out your gigantic fuck-off sword and begin
Yep.
slicing through the stomach where acid spills everywhere. I need the 2 of you to give me a dex save.
Am I still hasted?
I'll say this has been longer than a minute, so no.
He passes out right when he's cutting it open.
I'm not that mean. Sebastian, are you still down there?
No, I was gonna try to help Reyna.
Okay, cool. So that does not give you the extra +4, Liara or Casimir.
Oh, sorry.
So 18, Casimir, you are successful. Liara, 11, you are not. Liara, you will suffer, I'm going to say half. So 11 points of acid damage as it rolls across your boots, splashes on your legs, and sears through it. This is hardcore stomach acid.
Oh, jeez. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
It erodes
ouch.
a little bit of the ground, and then it gets absorbed by it.
Good thing this dress mends itself. Fancy clothes of mending.
Just jump on my back while I stab it.
There's not a lot of room in here.
I mean, I know, but
Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna reduce
Reduce what?
myself.
Okay. You are now moose size.
Cool. Now I can see better. I hope and pray.
All right, so you're looking inside of the stomach. Roll me an investigation.
Oh. Lab
Fucking
part.
put your hand in there.
Put your hand in. Okay, let's do this. Oh, she's horrible at this. Okay. I'm gonna use my game advantage because she is not good at investigation. Never mind.
Yeah, what wizard is?
No, she's not proficient at it, is what I meant.
Yeah, I got you. 25 investigation. So, as you're looking on the inside of the stomach itself, you see that there is a scabbard still fully 100% formed. What looks to be the end processes of a humanoid femur that is still eroding inside of the acid that it was stuck inside of. And some eroded sections of what looks like this creature's skin.
Okay, so eroded skin, a human femur, and the scabbard. I'm gonna pull the scabbard out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering why it has its skin in there. Would I have any idea from the nature check earlier? Or...
Usually when animals are dealing with some type of discomfort or anything unintelligent, it tries to chew against it. And apparently it chewed too much.
Wonder where it was chewing. I guess we're not gonna find out since it blew up.
Well, I mean, all the pieces are still here. They're just...
It's gonna look hard. It's gonna be hard to find where it chewed on. Okay, I guess I'll pull out the scabbard.
Okay. You have to drain the acid that's stuck on the inside of it. It's a simple scabbard, made out of metal. Shockingly, it looks to be steel. It has a gem slot in it that currently has a perfect, what shape does that make? A diamond-shaped ruby inside of it. That has gold trimmings and lacings around the edges as well.
Oh, do you want this or maybe trivial? I know she likes these things.
What size is it?
The scabbard.
Just
it looks
the scabbard?
It's just the scabbard. It
And
appears to be meant for a shorter weapon, like maybe a short sword, rapier.
Yeah, I think mine's is just a little bit too big for this.
Okay, well, I'll just give it to trivial then. I guess it didn't eat anything, but it was chewing at its skin. So if we could find where it's chewing, maybe it got like, maybe there was an injection point. Maybe it hit something that shouldn't hit and got stuck in it. But I don't think it had anything on it.
What'd you say, Moose?
I was about to say something, but I realized that avenue was already taken.
What avenue? What?
The investigation.
Oh. I mean, she investigated the stomach. If you want to investigate the death, you're more than welcome to.
Alright, I'll try that.
What'd you say?
I said, alright, I'll try that.
So Moose starts walking through the innards of this creature that are everywhere. Dirty 20. You do come across a section of the skin that still looks mostly intact, and it definitely has teeth marks. You saw those teeth up and close and personal, so it definitely looks like it ripped through that with its mouth. Interestingly enough, that section of the skin, there also appears to be something darker attached inside of that little cut in its skin.
I'm gonna take a dagger and see if I can pry it open.
All right. Give me a. Are you proficient in like leather workers or anything like that?
No.
Okay. I'll say sleight of hand then. I'll weave this open. 18. Oh yeah, 21. Okay. As you kind of like stab right into that section of the skin where that little dark spot is, you start like cutting around it and try to like push against it. At one moment, your dagger touches the side of it, and it cuts through your dagger.
Just staring at the dagger in slight disbelief.
It's a very small fracture that it cut through on the dagger. But you are able to cut around the rest of the Behir skin itself, and you have a slab of its outer layer of skin that has that brown piece sitting on it.
I'm gonna compare the brown piece to my razor bark fingers.
Okay. This brown piece is a couple of shades darker, but it seems to have that same incredibly sharp exterior to it.
I'm gonna start using the fingers to try and like. And this brown piece, is it a part of the skin, or does it seem like it's subdermal?
I assume subdermal means not from this, but from something else.
Under the skin.
Oh, it does not seem to be either. It appears to be a foreign object on this creature. And Liara, you can just ask the question out loud. I'm not sure if he's looking at chat.
Oh yeah, Moose, are you showing us this? Because I could get that out in a second.
I'm not making an effort to hide it.
Okay, so if Liara sees it, do you want me to telekinesis that out really quick?
I'm gonna flay the skin off it.
Easy enough.
Okay.
Sink, 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 sink. And you just have what looks to be a larger fragment of brown dragon scale.
I'm gonna hold it up.
Man.
Just like gently placing it in between the razor bark.
Mm-hmm. It's about 2.5 times the size of the bark you have.
So you said this was a fragment, not a whole scale.
Correct.
I'm gonna look at everyone. Did we ever get a way to contact Grandpa Dragon?
Don't think so. I got a sending stone with General Kato.
Did we brief him on the dragons? As to how they're made?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's a daily recharge, ain't it?
Yeah.
We could keep that to convince Vescarvin. So that she takes the bounty off of our heads.
That is fair.
How is showing Vascarvin the scale of a brown dragon gonna?
Because she's a
Make
brown
her-
dragon. She is the brown dragon.
And
Yeah,
it's,
but doesn't it seem like we just killed one of her kids then? Because we have like a brown dragon scale.
well, it's a corrupted scale. Well, it's corrupted, right, Jaro? Like,
By your estimate, it looks considerably different from what dragon scales are supposed to look like. It's 2 shades darker than what Moose has.
it's genetically made.
GMO dragon.
Non-GMO dragon versus GMO dragon.
GMOs
Definitely.
always win. They last forever.
This is gonna take out a chunk of the hair skin again, and just stick it in there again.
Yeah, and it slices through it like it's butter. But at least the Behir skin is thick enough to actually house it, without you being worried of it cutting through anything it touches.
Make a pretty nifty sword out of that.
So
I
how
consider
far?
it more of... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, how far into our rest were we attacked? Was it near the end of the rest or
It
kind
was
of
towards
in the
the
middle?
very beginning. It was like the
Oh.
first 2 hours.
Shit.
So at this point,
Oh.
Johnny crawls out of the bag. Hey, you guys partying without me?
I told you it was a lizard.
Lizards know how to party. Got a bunch of them out here. Lizard folk. They're nice.
Not lizard folk. I prop up the head.
What the fuck is that? Is that Sheila? Why'd you guys
What?
go and kill Sheila?
What?
Sheila! She ain't never bothered anybody. I mean, so long as they give her tribute and pay her with food and stuff.
She
Yeah.
attacked us first.
Raina's just gonna point at herself.
She looked
What?
fucked up, you know? She wasn't herself.
Sheila was pretty shockingly mean.
Am I within slapping reach of Liar's head?
I'll allow it. At least with one of the tentacle feel or whiskers from Sheila.
Just
Well, that's nothing like her. I don't believe that for a second. She's always such a sweet soul. I mean, like, not sweet, but, you know, like, considering it's one of those, like, hey, you're coming through my territory. Yes, here's 10 pounds of food, and she just lets you pass. Usually not.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then why didn't you tell us we were coming through her territory?
Because we're nowhere near her territory yet.
Then why did she attack us?
I don't know.
I think she got messed up by one of them dragon things we're chasing.
Yeah, she seemed pretty messed up. Plus, we don't like these overlord dragons that charge people things. You should have saw this village we went to with a lily dragon. Oh boy, that was bad.
wait. Did the scabbard? Because like she had gone and has come back. Where'd you get the scabbard from?
Oh, we found it in its stomach. We also found a halfling femur in there. Maybe a halfling. I was gonna give it to Trivial though, unless you want it.
No. Looking at it, would that be something like the decorations and all that? Would that be something that I would be able to place?
Roll me a history check, please. Do you have any types of advantages because of noble background?
A knight background.
A knight background. Those are even better than nobles because they actually do shit. Let's just read what your perk is. Quick. That's
Where
Sentinel.
is
That's...
that?
Oh,
Where is that, by the way?
it's on the right-hand side somewhere.
No, I mean,
Superior- Knight background features. All right, let's just ask the compendium if it wants to do something. Knight. Knight's background. A knighthood is among the lowest noble titles in most societies, but it can be a path to higher status. If you wish to be a knight, you have a retainer, one of your friends' retainers, squire, trainer, as an emblem of chivalry and the ideas. You don't have any advantages, but you do have opportunity. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
okay. $11.
Can that be a 15?
Are you flashing?
Yes.
15 does hit the milestone.
Thank you, Moose.
Yes. That scabbard, in and of itself, is actually... It has iconography etched into it of Lady Sunseer. Not specifically hers, of course, but definitely somebody of her clergy would wield something like this. The steel plating all around it is the most powerful metal you can have that's close to white, and the gold trimmings and etchings around it, you also notice have the red lacings through it as well, which matches Lady Sunseer's hair, not to mention a ruby being imbued into it. It strikes you as very Gabriella in nature.
Gotcha. Well, Trivial, you have the scabbard of apparently either a cleric, or a very wealthy follower of the Sunseer.
You should name
Cool.
it Seeker.
Yeah, I like that.
What'd you
Seeker.
say? Name it what? Seeker?
Sunseeker, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. Polando would have been freaking out if he had found that.
Now I miss.
He would have.
Wonder what he's doing in Sotide. Change
Let's do a
scene.
quick flash over. You see him standing in the middle of the arena getting pommeled by a Minotaur. Are
Yep.
you done? No! 'Cause-
Are you
I'm-
done?
Honestly, it's a 50-50 between just being a cleric, just like a general nice cleric, just praying, and then like 5 minutes later, all right, beat up time.
Welcome to the Church of Gabrielle. First rule of the church, we don't talk about it. But yes, so you hand the scabbard over to Trivial.
Mhm.
All right, Trivial. Out of curiosity, what do you feel your character's alignment is? Don't tell me what it says on the sheet, but what do you feel?
Probably more of a neutral good.
Okay. So, you're handed the scabbard, and all of you see a quick gleam in the ruby.
They say the sword chooses the fighter. No, that's from a book. I don't know what it's from though. I haven't read many books.
Also, that's a scabbard, not a sword.
A blade, sword. It's a quote.
Not how any of this works.
Is that normal?
I don't
Well, it
know.
depends if it's magical.
Maybe it's just a trick of the light.
Well, I mean, I don't know a lot, but
We're in a cave.
everything else in that
It's-
thing's stomach was melted, and that thing's fine, so it probably got some magic to it.
And it's a Sunseer.
It's like number one test. If you think something's magical, like try to destroy it.
Hit someone with a scabbard.
I
Moose
will...
holds up a single finger
Yeah.
and it like slowly outreaches the finger towards the scabbard. It's the razor bark finger.
When he says he holds up a finger, it's not one of his. It's a petrified finger that has
Ah.
a little bit of dragon scale in it. And you go to touch it.
Sure. I will touch the scabbard to the finger.
All right.
Also, it is actually the razor bark of a brown dragon brood tree.
Yes, it is.
It's not
It just
still.
touches it.
All right. It is booped.
Nothing
All
happens.
right, considering there's not a hole in it, I'd consider it magical enough.
Okay. Will my scimitar fit in this thing?
Well,
Or is it too small?
look-wise, it doesn't have like the curve at the bottom to it, unfortunately.
Okay.
But you can always certainly try.
All right. I will attempt to cram my scimitar into it because, that's what I do.
Sure, yeah. You take the scabbard and you put the edge of your scimitar into the sheathing area, and as you start trying to cram and force it in there, it slowly extends outwards and expands the bottom to suit a scimitar.
Oh. Perfect.
Magical
will-
items always resize to the wielders.
I will put that on my belt.
Alrighty. So, you place it there. Reyna, you already started resting? Okay.
She was
Now-
hurting.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, no. And this is why dragon breath weapons should be feared.
Especially in tiny spaces.
Oh, yeah. Nom nom. But anyways, everybody else going back? Are you taking watches again, or resting, sleeping, or
A rest.
just rest?
Yeah,
unless,
we'll take
unless,
watches.
I was gonna say, unless someone needs me for watch, I'm going back to sleep.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
keep watch.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have two vampires. Don't they like to stay up?
yeah, you saw
When-
what just happened.
One vampire is taking a rest.
Yeah, she's just lying on the floor staring at the ceiling.
I might not have to sleep, but I need to lie down.
So, as you're all resting up, before anything else happens, everybody, trivial. About an hour into your slumber,
Yeah.
you hear a voice enter your mind. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Who said that?
It is I, Gleaming.
Gleaming?
That is my name, yes.
Okay.
And you, otherworldly being, who are you?
I'm Trivial.
I did not ask your name, I asked who you were.
Okay, that's confusing.
You must be young. I will not hold that against you. Who an individual is based around their actions and the way people view them. A name is simply something appointed to an individual.
That's a tough one. I don't know how to answer that. All I can say is just hang out and you can judge my actions for yourself.
Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Open. Oh dear. Is this a normal roll?
Yes, it is. 12. Very well. So, if you turn out to be a destructive force against society, I will burn you from the inside out.
That sounds unpleasant, but fair, I suppose. If I'm destructive, then I would expect someone to stop me.
Wonderful! We're on the same page then. Enjoy
Okay.
your rest, Trivial. I'll keep watch.
Cool. And I will go back to sleep and assume this was all a dream when I wake up.
Trivial, you are now attuned to the scabbard. The scabbard of Gleam.
Okie dokie.
Here I am trying to make my very own talking artifact, and this motherfucker gets one by killing a Bahir.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, welcome to D&D.
I didn't even really do any damage to it. I'm like, okay.
That's
The
your
party
reward
gave
for
it to
this
you.
6 HP.
Yeah.
Woo!
Alright.
Go team.
I will be messaging you what the scabbard does, Trivial.
Okay, sounds good.
So, during the night, nothing else happened. You all complete a long rest. Any of you that use spell slots during that fight, those spell slots do not recharge, but you still recharge all of your missing health and half of your total hit dice rounded up.
Even
Okay.
if we're sorcerer?
If you're a sorcerer, you can still convert them, but if you use the spell slot, it only recharges after you complete a full long rest. You're only finishing a long rest already triggered. Yes. And of course, Sebastian, you know your circumstance.
Mm-hmm. What about sorcery points?
Those I'll give you. Features and abilities like that, I'll give you those back. So, sorcerers, I guess you could ignore everything I just said. Welcome to sorcerers.
Except for my spell slots.
Yeah. So, everybody. Actually, I think after that fight, investigation, everything else, this is a good place to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump back into the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you're interested in joining our community, you can go ahead and do that by joining our Patreon down in the link in the description below. There's tiers down there for anybody interested in joining our pay-to-play community. Join at the waiting list tier so that you can schedule a one-on-one with me and make sure that this community will be a good, suitable fit for you. And also to make sure you're not a shitty, terrible human being, because we don't like those people in our community. I'm the worst person in the community, and that's the way I want to keep it. All right. So, aside from that, let's get back into the game. So, where last we left off, the party had been awakened in their sleep by some type of corrupted Bashir, this large, monstrous, draconic-like entity that shoots lightning from its mouth and gullet. However, this creature seemed to be uncontrollable or unable to control its lightning inside of its body. And it was going crazy because of all of this. So you all had to be woken up. Reyna almost got fucking one-shotted by the thing, but luckily Sebastian made sure that it didn't hit literally most of the party other than Moose in one breath attack, and managed to hopefully save some other members of the party as well while doing that. You all entered into this combat, killing and slaying it, where upon its death, it exploded with the last remnants of electricity inside of its body, and you investigated through the remains, discovering that this creature had dead pieces of individuals it presumably ate previously, a scabbard in there, and even segments of its own skin. Upon investigating sections of its skin that are splattered everywhere in that cavern, Moose did discover that it had a small, well, actually large piece of a brown dragon scale inside of it. You managed to take that scale, and some of you were debating using this as proof to Voskarva and going like, yo, stop trying to hunt us. We're doing you a favor by killing the fake ones. And others were like, yeah, but why would she believe us instead of thinking we just killed one of her children? Because she does have brown dragons that she's still giving birth to. Periodically, at least. But anyways. The rest of you went back to sleep. Trivial had a threateningly nice conversation, that's the nicest way I can put it, in her head. And everybody else wakes up. Now, Liara, you are the only person that I need to correct something with. What I said previously about spell slots returning is fair to everybody else. You're an elf.
Yeah,
you transfer 4 hours as a long rest. You complete a full long rest from the point that you use spell slots.
I only used one, so it wasn't a big deal.
Okay, fine. Don't have it for whatever I have planned now.
It's cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's just saying, like, you didn't have... Oh, never mind.
Because elves are, say it with me, everybody, bullshit. Wow, none of you? Okay.
I said it.
Okay. Anyways. Morning, everybody. Reyna, you're still really sore around your, like, navel area. Where it, like, blasted into you and across your arm. Still a little
Frizzy
painful,
hair.
but you're okay. Yeah. But hey, if you do wax your arms, now you don't have to, because it's gone. It's... Same for you, Sebastian.
He's now an Olympic swimmer.
I mean, he might be. He's a Navy guy. He might have all that. So anyways, here you are, everybody. Morning. Johnny is sitting inside of your tiny little hut, Moose, with you. Already made you a cup of tea using
nice.
your herbs. Yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
use your stove in order to cook up a nice little omelet as well. Yeah. A normal-sized omelet that he cuts in half, and each of you get it. So, other than killing Sheila, everything else went okay last night, I guess?
I guess they usually handle themselves.
Ah, that's nice. You know, I really like your digs, man. And you can take it anywhere. That's insane.
Yeah, that's kind of the perk of being this small and having this bag.
Oh, trust me, being small is fantastic. You know, the worst thing about it is like tall shells, but hey, I can climb it.
So, like,
What?
how much do you know about? How much did you know about Sheila?
Well, I met her once. Gave her a good amount of food. You know, just some meats of creatures that we killed, mostly like the gullet stuff, gizzards of the chickens, stuff like that. She'll eat anything. And when we came into her area, she immediately looked at all of us and blinked twice and spoke Draconic. I don't know if you speak that one or not. And pretty much told us, "Hey, where's my food?" And we gave it to her, and she just let us walk on past, no problem. And apparently, she does a whole lot of hunting down here as well, eating some of the feral creatures that linger around here and such. You know, they don't view her as a reasonable snack for some reason. I don't know. Oh. But she views them as it.
That's fair. Yeah, as far as I could see, they usually don't attack anything that doesn't attack them first.
Right, right. Unless you step in their territory. But, like, we are nowhere near that. I mean, I thought we were going to get there tomorrow.
You know, word of advice if you're ever going to be touring other people here again, just give them a rough idea of what they're getting themselves into beforehand instead of just right beforehand.
You know, that's fair. I didn't think this is going to be like my career path or anything. I'm going to be a guard. You know that?
Yeah, I'm not blaming you right now, but just like if ever there was a twist of fate again.
Right. I'm going to be the captain.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah. Well, here, let me do the dishes. And he takes the empty plate and cups, and yeah, he's real domesticated. He'll clean your dishes, cook your food, no problem. You know, he's safe.
You know, if you're ever going to marry anyone, they're going to be very lucky.
You know, that's what my ma always said. I had 17 little siblings, right? 6 of them survived.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
a lucky number.
Right? I always thought, you know, everything happens in 6s, you know? We have 6 uncles, we have 6 aunts, and 6 of the children survived. 666, what could go wrong, right?
Well, technically speaking, it's 667 because you're one of the children that survived.
Oh shit, that's why our luck is so terrible.
Yeah. Usually, if you don't like think about the things you're saying, so it's bound to end up misconstrued.
I ain't too good on the numbers anyways. It's fine.
So,
But anyways.
you want to continue walking?
Yeah. That's what I was about to ask you. Cool. And the two of you walk out just while having this conversation. You know, you're right. 6 is probably better than 7. Oh, hi, everybody. And the two of them crawl out of Moose's bag.
Hi, Moose. Can I borrow that scale really quick?
He tosses the slab of Bahir meat at you.
Okay, I'm gonna. Wait, what did I'll pick up the slab of meat? Sure thing, no problem. It's the magic stuff works. How do you remember this? All the spell details in my head, Sebastian. Okay, Casimir, you want to try something for science?
Sure.
Okay, so I was thinking about. I had a really weird dream last night. If that went into the thing and overcharged it, I wonder what would happen if we put it into a person. Are you willing to do that?
He just extends a hand. Do it.
I'm gonna mage hand the thing out and slowly sink it into his arm.
Oh. Okay. First off, Casimir, you guys started it, okay?
Can I retreat into my bag with Johnny?
Sure.
Just like they're doing something fucky. Get back in the bag.
Casimir,
Back. Yeah, we're gonna make sure we're not near people when I do this.
So are you guys going downstairs when you do this?
Yeah, like far
Okay.
from.
All right. Casimir, as the shard stabs into what section of his body are you putting it?
I put it in his forearm.
His forearm. His main hand, his dominant hand, or his indominant hand?
Up to Casimir. Where do you want it? Let's just put it that way.
Put it in my fucking forehead.
Eye in the eye.
Just feel like right in the chest.
Oh God.
Oh.
Okay.
So that means you're taking your armor off.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. I guess we're just putting this directly in his chest.
All right. So Casimir, make sure that you calculate your AC without your armor.
Okay, yeah.
For reasons, it's fine. Don't worry. It's only 6 points of slashing damage. And 29 points of psychic damage. I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
What are you guys doing?
Oh God.
Liara and Casimir.
Roll initiative.
Other three are up here. Moose is up here as well. Oh, let me...
In the bag.
In the bag. Safe away from everything. Casimir, as it stabs into your chest, it hurts, and then your mind begins to become furious. Liara, Casimir's arms begin expanding outwards, and the blood from his body starts pouring out his mouth. I would like all of you to roll me initiative, please.
Take it out! Take it out!
I'm gonna have to take this out.
That's what she said.
As long as okay, I gotta roll over a 16.
Oh my.
That was a good one, Carl.
We did it. We did it.
That's clearly a 12 on the die.
It's really close. 3, 4, 5. We're missing someone. Casimir, Liara, Reyna, Sebastian, Moose, and Trivial.
We're always missing me. Hang on.
Make sure to click your token.
Thank you. Come on. Okay.
Alrighty. Sebastian, from up top. What's your passive? Not bad, right? 14. Yeah, you're good. You hear this dark, furious growl emanating from down there as you're kind of like peeking your head out, and you see Casimir's right arm immediately looks like he's been enlarged. But just his arm.
What the hell's going on? So he's like vomiting blood and stuff?
You don't notice that. Liara
okay.
notices that. His back is to you. Sebastian,
Okay.
are you doing anything?
Well, I'm gonna, because I don't really know that anything's wrong, so I hear a weird noise and I'm gonna go investigate what they're doing.
So
you guys doing science?
You casually crawl down, walk over there very casually. Roll me an insight check
This is gonna be
as
good.
your action.
Hey guys. Oh wow.
You've seen feral creatures before in the wild. Casimir looks very much like one right now.
What did you do?
Take the shard out. 4 words. Good. Good. Okay.
All right. So next turn you can attempt that. Unless you have an extra action somehow. Maybe.
Nah,
No, you're not a fighter.
really.
Yeah. Alrighty. On to the next one. Trivial. You heard that.
I'm a little distracted by the dream that I had, but in hearing that, I'll be like, hey, what's going on?
You pop your head down. Hey, what's going on? It's just...
And I said, hey.
And that's me. Nothing seems to be happening right now. Casimir's
Oh.
looking a little weird, but
I'll say, Casimir's gone crazy.
he hasn't done anything yet.
Yep.
Mage hand's still on it, or is that gone?
It's kind of gone.
God. Well, there's 2 ways we can handle this. I'm gonna haste Casimir.
What?
Oh, watch it.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna drop haste immediately.
Wait, what does haste say? Does it say a willing creature?
Yeah, willing.
Casimir currently is not willing.
Oh, never mind then. Okay, then I'm just gonna use telekinesis and pull it out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Casimir, you feel a tug in your chest, very aggressively pulling at something. What is it? A strength save, correct?
Yeah, but it's against my spell itself, but I'm not using it on him. I'm using it. I don't know how he's gonna try to muscle that thing in, but if he wants to.
Have you seen this man's abs? Casimir, give me a strength save at disadvantage.
Okay, I'll do a spell attack.
11 fails your DC. You feel something tugging at you, and you flex your entire body out of instinct. And Casimir, just for a glimpse of what is happening, you saw red. Everyone here, aside from Liara and aside from Reyna, or no, including Reyna, looked like food. And you were starving right now. But as soon as that thing is plucked from your chest, your steroid arms collapses, and oh, you're hungry. Yeah, but you're okay.
Well,
Wow.
that was weird.
That was fascinating. Oh my gosh. We could put that in anything.
Would Reyna know what a feral vampire is?
Absolutely. They are kill on sight within any vampiric society.
Okay, she's like, we're talking about like seconds here, so she's jumping down and like grabbing him and and then like is gonna like shove him into a wall.
Oh no, that was my fault. We put the shard in him to see what would happen.
Yeah,
science.
Science. Science. I'm sorry, I didn't know it would do that, but now we actually got a lot of valuable information off of that, such as it empowers things as well as makes them feral.
How
Don't.
big is this shard?
Do that again.
He also enlarged. That was really odd.
I'm hungry.
The shard is about half the size of your palm, Sebastian.
So you could like turn it into an arrowhead?
We could. if somebody-
Theoretically. If you had
Don't.
materials that were not able to be broken, go ahead.
Do that again,
I'm putting it in.
both of you.
And
Oh,
Casimir says he's hungry.
science.
I'll just like hold my arm out in resignation, like, all right, go ahead.
Casimir, you still have your brew on you. Day drink.
Yeah, but the brew's limited.
Yeah,
Trivial's
that's true.
not. So
That's
that's more valuable.
I mean, let's be real. Trivial is limited in blood consumption, but yeah.
Eh.
It recharges on a long rest. It's fine.
Yes, but the brew is far more valuable.
Yeah.
Yes.
I apparently am dispensable.
Okay. These are the words we are going with right now. Okay.
I use the order though, at least, and then I know 'em.
Appreciate you, man.
We should try that again.
I wonder what you want to put that back in you?
I mean, it hurt my head, and everything kind of went
Hurt.
fuzzy.
Do you fight it?
We'll knock you out right here.
Putting it in him. I was just asking.
I don't know. science, though.
I mean, maybe if it was just you in a one-on-one fight with something, we just throw you in a pit with it, and then when it hits you with that arrow really quick. I really like that arrow idea, Sebastian.
It could be permanent. You don't know that.
This is true, but as of right now, we know once it comes out, it immediately stop the effect. We don't know long-term consequences, though. Did it hurt? Like, it didn't seem like it cut you that much, but you look like looking at his head, probably seeing veins pulsing or something from all this.
It hurt my head a lot. I kind of spit up stuff. It hurt my insides.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Well, that was a neat experiment. I'm going to put it back inside the flesh and then stop concentrating on the telekinesis on it. I wonder what I can open with my mind for the next 10 minutes.
Moose is going to spider climb over to just above Liara. And dangling from one arm, sticking into the sides of the wall, sides of the cave, is going to pluck the behir meat out of Liara's grasp.
Oh yeah, no, she's not holding it. She put it down.
Yeah, that's easy enough then. Yoink.
I'm keeping this.
No.
And he's going to crawl himself back to the bag.
Well, now we know what happens when we use that thing. Maybe we can make an arrowhead out of that.
So, Casimir, I'd like you to roll a medicine check, because unfortunately you've been spending a lot of time with Liara, so you might learn things through osmosis, and there's a possibility.
Osmosis Jones?
Oh, guidance.
Oh, that show was so fucking good, dude.
Would I be able to roll a medicine check or no?
If you're actively looking at his body, sure.
She was like trying to see what this thing would do. That was like the whole point of this. So, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, well, that's about right. I don't think I've ever had a good medicine roll.
You're not a real doctor, you're just a pharmacist at this point.
Yeah, she's like she just gives pills.
You're a very, very illegal pharmacist.
Okay. 10. There was definitely a surge of energy through him. It definitely seemed to take a lot out of him to be able to have that as well, but that's the most you can tell Liara. As for anything more specific than that, simple observations. It was kind of making him crazed. Presumably made him a bit stronger. Casimir, you felt a lot stronger when you had that sharding. You also felt like if you didn't eat something immediately, you were probably going to pass out, though.
Right.
And you don't sleep, but vampires can be knocked unconscious or pass out.
Does it seem like it could be controlled?
You didn't feel like you had any control at all with your, what was your saving throw number again?
6.
Yeah, you felt like you had no control whatsoever.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, there you all go. Around this time, Johnny comes back out of the bag. Hey, everybody, so I just did a whole bunch of dishes. Really? You're just going to leave blood just lying there on the ground like that? All right. And he just reaches into Moose's bag and pulls out a towel and starts trying to wipe it up.
Thank you, Johnny.
We were just doing some science.
It was an
That
experiment.
will not happen again.
Oh yeah, no, we're not putting that in anybody again. That's bad.
Well, not like exactly the same. We got to do different things, for science.
Sebastian, she does not need encouragement.
Maybe if we put it inside, you know how that dragon was like a pacifist and wouldn't fight the other dragons? Maybe that's eats. Oh my god. And then like we won't even have to deal with Vascarvin at that point because Vascarvin fears that dragon, right? Just a thought.
Yeah,
y'all are
and
saying
it's
a whole
just
bunch of names.
It's just gonna stay a thought.
And there is now a new BBEG. I mean, if you guys want to fight against the ancient abyssal dragon, you're more than welcome. Right?
No, I'm good.
It's
Just-
fine.
Hide. Leave the area. Telekinesis and hide. Just keep concentration on the thing. Wait,
Right.
it's fingertip?
Now that we've spent how long?
Somebody was asking about my mechanical arms.
No problem. Go ahead. Yeah. You're fine.
So now that we've spent a good portion this morning dilly-dallying, how about we get to where we're supposed to be and take care of this dragon?
Where to, Johnny?
So, do you guys think that the dragon creature was fighting with Sheila and like accidentally got a scale in her, or did like somebody like do this to her?
It's a good question.
Maybe Sheila was for science, and they got eaten. It was the halfling.
Dark.
It's all coming together.
Mind. That might maybe. I mean, it did seem like it was lodged pretty far in its skin that it couldn't even bite it out.
We
That's
didn't
not-
want to bite it out.
No, it did. It was definitely skin in its stomach.
Well, that was from another thing, unrelated.
Well, if that is the case, then we better hurry before they start putting those things in more dangerous creatures down here.
Yeah, that's possible.
You saw what just happened to Casimir. That was wild.
Still a bit hungry.
I would say feed on me, but we did that for a week.
We've done that one.
I don't ever want to do that again.
That one will just make me feel worse.
All right.
I'm imagining you're just instinctively looking for a moose at this point.
Sure.
Actually, Johnny will walk over to you. I mean, if it's going to stop you from bitching the entire time, he offers you a hand.
I will eat you.
Oh, I'm fully aware. But remember, I know where you're going.
Yeah,
Gives you a
that
big
way.
smile. Well,
I don't
mean,
want
what-
you.
What? Oh, fine then. In hunger. Picky eaters. All right, let's go. And you all continue on your march. Trivial, while you are walking, is Trivial proficient in Arcana at all? Out of curiosity.
Let me take a look. No. No, she is not.
Okay. You hear the voice re-enter your mind. Very strange company you keep for someone who claims not to seek destruction.
I don't think I ever. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. It was a weird dream. Wait a minute. I'm awake. This is not a dream.
That is correct. And all of you hear Trivial saying that out loud.
Trivia, you feeling okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Wait, are you hearing the voices?
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, that's right. You need to tell people if you think the thoughts that aren't your thoughts.
Are the voices telling you to kill all of us?
No, the voices are asking me what the hell I'm doing with you lot.
Oh,
That's
so-
a fair question.
Is that out of the normal for you?
I don't usually hear voices. I thought I dreamt
Uh-oh.
it last night, but it's in my head again.
Wait, it started last night and you didn't. Oh my goodness. And he like reaches into his belt where he has what to most of the party looks like standardized handcuffs with just like fuzzy bits on them to, you know, make sure there's no chafing. To Casimir and Sebastian and Trivial, because you are a very experienced person who has done many things in your life, I assume. Not saying you've participated, but you've experienced people being extravagant. That's a play set of handcuffs, or shackles. He pulls out. All right, well, stick it with these, right? And keep an eye on her.
Not so much. You're not putting those on me.
Well, we have to be safe. We don't want you to stab us in the back.
Why would I stab you in the back? I might
the
stab you if you try to
voices.
put those on me.
Arm down.
She's turning aggressive, everybody.
If you think those are gonna
What?
hold her, you clearly have not been to use those the way they're meant to be.
What are you talking about? They do the job every time on me.
I don't think I want to know any more about this.
What?
Moose popped his head back out of the bag. What the fuck?
Sometimes I drink too much and I try to fight people bigger than me. It happens. What the
Oh.
hell are you thinking about? What?
I mean, I don't want to like be that guy, but are there people down here smaller than you?
He looks up at you and puts his hands on his hips. You know, I expected more from you.
That one farmer, she was smaller.
Moose is smaller than me.
Yeah, but Moose isn't from around here.
There's other mouse folk once in a while. Not lately. Actually, they're all gone.
Really?
Michael,
Yeah, we had like 5. Don't know what happened to them.
just
How long
ignore
ago was
words.
that?
I don't really keep track of these things. It was a while ago.
Huh.
Maybe like, I don't know. I think I was 2.
So that was 7 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh man. And I think to myself, they all died of old age.
You're not wrong.
Can we get moving though?
All right, but
Yeah.
one of y'all got to keep an eye on her in case she starts trying to kill us.
Fine.
Trivial just
Thanks.
rolls her eyes.
Yeah, one of them watch you. All right, so you all continue walking. I would like somebody. Yeah,
Stealth.
yeah, Raina.
I was gonna say, and I'm keeping an eye on Casimir to see if he's going, if there's any after effects of that.
If he's gonna Hulk out again.
Yeah.
So Raina, roll me a an insight check.
9.
Casimir is suspicious. He like
Casimir's
sometimes
always
picks his teeth
suspicious.
and then flicks it away.
He's an impenetrable wall, not because he's that complex. It's just that
What?
there's nothing going on other than the microwave noise just behind his eyes.
That is suspicious. What could be in his teeth? He doesn't eat food.
What?
Suspicious thinking the
That's
puzzle.
what you think.
Oh, microwave noise in the head. I'm sorry, Casimir.
Can
It's
anyone
just the
hear me?
word. And then, like,
What'd you
that's
say,
it.
Moose?
All right, that answers my question.
What? Okay.
I asked if anyone could hear me.
Oh yeah. You're a little on the quiet side, but we can hear you.
I'm not screaming into my microphone.
I really appreciate that.
I could be.
am I.
Oh, we're going ASMR.
Not currently. We'll save that for the late night stream. Anyways, everybody, you continue moving through this area.
It's 1 a.m. It's late night for me.
You can go. Anyways, let's continue. As you're all walking through this corridor, you start noticing these red markings on the wall, which immediately causes some of you to think they're blood. But to Reyna and Casimir and Moose, this is not blood. This is some type of darkened paint meant to express direction and paths. If it was blood, the three of you would easily be able to tell. But you seem to be following the red paint and periodically come across these crossroads where there's purple paint. And you walk down that route where there's even more red paint for a period of time until you get over to a green paint. After the green paint, there's more red paint, and then it turns back into the purple paint as you are walking. You come across a wide open cavern on your travels to your left. As you are moving past this, you see that it goes down further into the ground, probably a good 50, 60 feet. And it goes up into the air, probably 40 feet from where you all stand. Meaning around 100-foot depth cavern. When you walk past it, you all do see that there appears to be a lot of figures moving inside of it towards the ground. But you just walk past unless anybody wants to stop and look.
Yeah, I want to take a look.
I will too.
Is this another like zombie pit?
So the two of you move into the archway to look down inside of this large cavern.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll me a perception check as you're heading over there.
5.
Oh, this can go so well.
All right, give myself guidance. Lucian, help me in this strange land.
For the briefest of moments, you hear, "You're a dick!" And then go. For the timeline. 13. Sebastian, as Reyna is walking in front of you, you grab her arm quickly as she was about to step where there appears to be a hole-like slide heading down into that cavern.
Oh, watch yourself.
Oh, thanks. Maybe she's still like at like Casimir.
Casimir, what are you doing currently?
Staring at like a random lock, it looks really interesting.
Casimir, do you
It
think
also has the same intelligence score as you.
Oh no.
True.
So can we see the bottom like 60 feet away?
Well, if you step over that hole, the two of you look down towards the bottom, and both of you have dark vision, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Do you hear the consistent moaning of creatures? And you're counting 60 just from within visual prowess of you of these moving different figures. Shambling.
Well, at least out of all of us, if I fell, that wouldn't have been the worst.
Ah, shit, I twisted my ankle.
If you had, you'd be dinner.
What's down there? I can't really
can go
tell.
check.
It's a zombie pit.
There could be stuff down there.
I don't know if it's worth it. There's a lot of something down there moving around.
So, Joey,
Yes.
there's the pit, and then there's upward. Do we have to go across that, or is that just something that we've come across?
This is something you were passing by. You weren't going into that area. It was just the side area you all noticed that looked odd.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you all have waited here for a couple of minutes for the two of you to take your tour, Moose, Trivial, Casimir, Liara, right? 16s? Higher? Yes, okay.
Yeah.
The four of you hear something echo from inside of the pit that sounds different from the shambling and moans. It's almost like followed by the moans becoming more aggressive. And it echoed from far away inside of that cavern.
Sounds like something's eating and spitting up bones.
You've been wrong about a lot of things. Let's not take it at face value.
I mean, science is trial and error, right? You found a red rock once? What'd you do with it?
Science is trial in a controlled environment.
Well, we don't have the luxury of a controlled environment, unfortunately.
That's why you don't do science when you can, when you're not.
What if we
Otherwise, it's
make
just
it one?
poking a metaphorical bear with a stick.
Only one way to learn here. I remember.
I'm gonna look down there.
All right, Moose. Pat, 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 pat. You have
Okay, no.
dark vision as well, right?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, you don't?
Actually, I do.
You do?
I think
Where
so.
you don't?
I am mouse.
That is correct, and that is why we are questioning this. Because mice are
Yes.
blind, traditionally. Like,
That's a rat. No, I do not have dark vision.
you do
If,
not have dark vision.
If he doesn't, I'll do dancing lights.
All right.
Could you have one of them follow me?
Bing,
Yeah,
bing, bing.
yeah, like.
Does somebody have the light spell?
Yeah, I ask Liara if she can cast light on a rock. Apparently not.
But I could make a hand or burn the rock.
Trivial?
I was just looking
Dancing
at that.
lights.
No, I don't have any way to
Somebody
light
toss
anything
a
up
torch
unless you want
down,
to be on
please.
fire.
You're
Oh.
tossing a torch down? Okay. So, you throw the torch down inside of the pit. As it is falling downwards, you all see a random elven individual who has the bits of skin on their face fading away and their eyes are grayed out. The torch lands fireside first into their head, clunk, and then sits on the ground. And then it goes to the flame and starts like hitting it with its hand, not really doing anything.
Thank God, that's a zombie.
Roll me a perception check, Moose.
Perception.
This is how the party meets Dravdar. You hit him in the head with a torch. Oh, that would be so bad for y'all.
16.
16. Okay. There's a lot more further ahead in this area. They just seem to be more tired than the rest of them closer to the surface. And as you look around, this appears to be unformed, unterraformed. It's just a pit. But you look around this massive pit, and you think you see closer to the other side that there's another one of these archways. And then on the right-hand side, maybe another. But over on the right-hand side, there seems to be a lot more intense activity from these shambling freaks.
I'm going down there. Moose starts, like, puts his hand in the bag of holding,
Mm-hmm.
calls forth a indistinct potion,
Okay.
and turns into, as he drinks it, turns into a cloud of vapor.
You turn into a cloud of vapor?
I become a purple cloud of vapor with a little mouse head.
So, you all watch as now... Oh, no. Moose is just a purple cloud. You can still see the form of his head. Incorporeal creatures isn't affected. Cloud for the duration the spell ends. Point.
Oh, fuck. He just evaporated all our stuff.
Oh no.
What just happened?
I think it was a spell. Calm down, Sebastian.
Can zombies do that? Everyone get away from the edge.
Yeah,
Are we not concerned that he himself has evaporated?
Yeah, everything.
He drank a potion.
Oh, I
A
think.
potion.
Oh man, I'm freaking out.
It's okay. It's okay. Come here, Sebastian.
I'm
She
so
pats him on the top of the head.
You can't just do stuff like that.
As much as you make fun of Casimir, Sebastian's the one
Warner
without
brother.
object permanence. Like,
I know.
I don't
just-
notice small things. He was just standing at the edge, then he like turned into mist.
He's
And I've never seen
he's
him
a
do that
mouse
before.
folk. You don't notice small things. He's a mouse folk. He's small.
The cloud is judging you.
that's fair. I'll allow it. Anyways, go ahead, Moose. And I assume you're flying down there?
Yeah, literally like like a load-bearing fog cloud just rolls over everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Just doing that and sticking to all the surfaces as he does that. Just
All right. And
And
what do
roll.
you do? What do you do?
well, I'm gonna go to the basically the exit of the tunnel
Okay.
or the
Or wait, the cavern? One of the other...
the pit
Okay, yeah, the cavern. Okay.
down into the exit of the little tunnel that whatever this is, like the hole.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look around.
Roll me a investigation.
There it is. I'm gonna make that a 14.
Yeah, that's a good call. Wait, a 14? What?
Sorry, I was obsessed with the 4. 12.
Okay. I was about to be like, you don't have a +8 proficiency yet, buddy.
Plus 6.
That would have been +6. None of you can do math.
You don't
right
have that
now.
either. Listen, I'm closer to
Hey.
Casimir, okay? But let's keep going. 12.
I'm like,
You move through this area, and you can't really count the number of these creatures are down here. However, you do discern that their outfits are all in shambles, obviously, and they also seem like they're from different territories. But not different ages. They all look relatively modern in outfit and dress wear. As you're floating through, you do see that there appears to be a small stone dome in the very center of this location. The dome itself has a few slits inside of it, all of which are positioned on each of the sides of the cardinal direction. So 8 in total, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 in total. You also see, far on the right-hand side of this cavern, that there's another one of these pits here. And there appears to be an individual sitting on the edge of the pit. They're wearing long brown clothing that covers even their head all the way down to about their ankles. Their feet are sticking out, and they have very gnarly looking toes and toenails. The hands, there are definitely sleeves on the side of it for them to pop out, but you hear a gnawing and chewing sound coming from underneath the large cloak, full body cloak that it is wearing. Roll me a stealth check, please.
God damn it, it's only a saving throw advantage.
Mm-hmm.
How much noise could a fucking cloud be making?
Well, it only matters if somebody's watching. It's not about the noise, it's about the visual. You're green, abadi abadai.
But isn't he facing away?
No, he's facing the pit. Kind of watching it.
Yeah, but you said there was another pit like the one I came through, or am I misunderstanding?
There's
that?
another archway to this pit,
Okay.
like the one you came through. Well,
Can that be a 16?
you can flash your genius, yes. The creature kind of sighs after about a minute of chewing, and then you see the hands pop out from the sleeves, and they're very thin, gray-looking hands, and it kind of tosses what looks like the brines of bread, or like the edges of bread that have some type of reddish meat tossed into the pit. And you see the group of shamblers come over and feverishly tear into it. The individual stands up, stretches, and heads back through the archway. What are you doing?
So, to your estimation, how gaseous of a form is this gaseous form? As in, how indistinctly cloud-like am I?
About 50% opacity.
So I have visible nubs.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm going to look up at Morena, sorry. And I'm going to try and mimic like shoving something in my mouth, like over and over, like I'm viciously eating off something. Would that be a performance?
It would be, followed by an insight from Reyna. And I'll say the other people over there, all of you can roll insight if you're paying attention.
11.
Can. Okay, Sebastian, master of charades.
All right. So, your performance isn't that bad. Surprisingly, Sebastian interprets it perfectly.
Because he's hungry. He was thinking about that omelet.
Yeah. Sebastian,
I
you
swear I
interpret it
smell omelets.
perfectly.
There's some eating something over there.
Nodding.
Did they kill it? And she's like trying to Not.
I don't know.
I'm
I
going
look at
to
Moose.
point towards my ears and point towards you.
You can hear me.
Nodding.
Okay. Was something killed?
Shrug.
Did they kill the thing?
Shrug. I'm going to point towards the zombies. And I'm going to shake my head.
It's not a zombie.
Nodding. And then a quick shrug.
Where are they?
I point down and then in the direction.
Well,
I'm going to float back up.
Mhm.
And I'm going to basically try and get people to open up there. Who was holding the stone loaf?
The stone loaf?
the dough. I think
Yeah.
we all have a portion on us, and then the extras in the bag.
Yes.
Hey, I come up with names.
I like it. Yeah. The
And I'm
stone
going to
loaf.
I'm gonna point at somebody's bag. We'll mimic opening it.
Sebastian, you can interpret Moose perfectly right now.
Yeah.
And I'll point at the loaf itself. And put both my hands together and slowly increase the distance to mimic rising.
During this time, those of you I mentioned before with the higher passives, actually, wait. Liara is very distracted with Casimir. So Trivial and Moose both hear that same.
Is it definitely coming from down the hole?
It's coming from that direction you just came from. Like that other archway.
I'm gonna quickly float down and just peek my head from under the threshold.
Okay. You see that same gray fella is walking back through that same archway and deeper into the cavern. Oh wait, you don't have dark vision. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to ask Johnny if he knows what this thing is.
What
It's
thing
just-
is? The pit?
Yeah, like, is this normal? Are there a
It's a
lot of
pit.
these?
No. But, I mean, it's not unnormal. It's inconsistently normal. I mean, it happens sometimes, but it's not common. I'd say it's abnormal. And then he nods. Moose, while you're over there, you see that gray figure is dragging a body over to a hole, like what Reyna almost fell through. Steps over and kicks the body twice. It slides down. Apparently he's dumping bodies into the pit as the Shamblers come over and start ripping it to shreds. The body appears to have already been dead.
Alright. I'm gonna continue watching him for a little bit.
What's a little bit? Because at this point, I'd say you're about 10 minutes into your spell.
It lasts an hour.
Okay, but I still want a number.
Yeah. If he I'm gonna wait 5 minutes and or until he stands up and goes back to the archway.
Alright. He does watch for a little bit, then heads back through the archway. And keep in mind, it's elevated above the Shamblers as well. So, like, it drops through the hole, which lands in the pit.
And Moose comes back up, finds himself on the ground again. And I'm going to drop concentration on the spell.
Okay. Pop, pop.
And the first thing I say is, why the fuck are you two talking about rocks?
Oh, I need to get chlorite. It's a lot. It's what I'm made of, I think. I'm actually positive that's what I'm made of. And this would be the place, seeing as we're near Tauros, where there's lava, so a lot of heat and then a lot of pressure under something. That's where you'd find it. Plus, Casimir has a love for rocks. Tell him your favorite rock again.
The Rock King.
Moose looks back. So there's some weird guy down there feeding the zombies' bodies that already seem dead. As well, he was eating bread, and I mimicked the motion I did again with the rising hand. I pointed at the loaf and then.
So we should steal his bread.
Do you want to jump down there?
You know, I could go talk to him.
Please
You're
don't.
gonna pass through zombies to go talk to him.
That's fine. I got a silver sword. I'll mess him up. Plus,
You're gonna walk through 60 zombies.
see, never mind. That's a lot. Maybe I do another telekinesis. But that's my last one. I wouldn't want to do that.
Or we keep going and taking care of the dragon that we're here to take care of, and let the Underdark take care of our own with this thing.
I was just hoping there'd be treasure down there, not gonna lie.
That's fair.
You could call out to him. I mean,
I
what?
don't want to do that. He's creepy as hell.
Well, don't worry. I could just make this into a door. I have this crazy spell where you could just change stone at will.
I'm aware. Please, let's just kill a dragon.
Okay. Curiosity.
So, you all continue along your pathway. Now a little more alert and vigilant to the situation at hand, but moving with a bit more of a pep in your step. As you've passed this far through everything, you all do come across a different cavern where you hear that same dragging noise and thud echoing from it. But now it's loud enough that everybody aside from... Who is it again? Reyna? Yeah, everyone aside from Reyna hears it. So, along the pathway, you come across a narrow section underground where the moisture seems to be filling the air considerably. And then you start noticing these green glowing specks of these tiny little insects along the walls. They're moving, burrowing, and stretching across, almost like... What are those things called? I keep calling it by the Pokemon name. Caterpie?
Caterpillar?
Thank you, Caterpillar. Dude, Pokemon is better. Anyways, the caterpillar-like green creatures are giving off a soft glow in this area as you are passing by them. You are also warned by your guide, don't eat them.
Don't eat them?
Yeah.
Are they poisonous?
Not really, but it'll make your mouth grow glow green when you eat it, and when it comes out, your bum hole will be glowing too for like the next day.
That sounds cool.
So it's phosphorescent.
No,
That's not
there's
a
no
word.
sulfur down here.
But it glows in the dark, right?
He points at it, doing it now.
So it's all like it's glowing in the dark, those things?
Yeah, it's giving off a slight hue.
Is it like bright at all?
It's enough to give you dim light.
Can I pick one up and put it in my bag?
Yeah, easy enough. You just
Yeah, I want to like
pinch it and pull it from the wall.
stuff a bunch of them into an empty potion vial.
Yeah, let's do
How
that.
many can I get in there?
Roll me a survival check. Let's see how many you want to pick.
Uncork a vial for him. Can I
Use my game advantage.
Oh,
No, I'm joking. I'm not using my game advantage, but I'm gonna use guidance.
Guidance. All right, the important things, guys.
I'm gonna find this.
Oh God, that's why I was assisting you, sir.
Man, this is hard.
Crushes them all in his hands.
You
I
were
got
being
glowy
assisted.
fingers.
You were being
Oh,
assisted, so
I didn't-
roll
I didn't.
again. Damn. Oh, Jesus Christ. When are you gonna learn? Just play halflings. Like, it's...
But it's just way too much fun
All
to
right.
watch.
24.
There we go.
all right. That's the number of them you can collect as you are passing by, which would be
Damn.
enough to fill, I'd say, 10 vials. Liara, do you actually have 10 free vials on your character sheet?
I have a alchemist kit, and I have
That
a
has 5.
glass blowers. Hold
I
my-
have 3.
All right, so that's 8.
8. We got 8 vials of these things.
Yep,
What
that's
about-
all you can fill up.
I got poisoner's kit. Would that have any? I feel like that should.
That would also have 5,
Okay, yeah, we have enough.
minus the
10.
ones you've currently used.
Okay, so we got. I mean, I don't have any potions on me right now.
I'll
Actually-
say you guys are out of vials between the two of you, and you filled 10.
Of caterpies. 10 vials of caterpies.
Of glowing caterpies. Shiny caterpies.
Shiny caterpie. Cool, dude. That's gonna be a collector out there.
Y'all are real strange. You're not really gonna eat it, right? I mean, it's weird when your bum's hole is always glowing.
No,
No.
we're not eating it.
Something else. Probably like a pen of some kind that you could write in the dark with.
But like imagine like it's a really dark room and then you just like throw this vial into the room and now all of a sudden there's like some light.
I
That'd be
mean,
cool.
It would certainly work, but you'd probably kill them in the process. They're not very sturdy.
Oh no, they'll probably die, but you could also throw it at an enemy, and if they try to go invisible or something, you'd always see where they are.
You know,
I don't
that's
know.
fair. That's fair.
I don't know. There's a
Single
lot.
target fairy fire. Ha!
Yeah.
Just- Poor little Tink Tink.
Oh, do you know
Anyway.
where green metal is, by the way? Not copper green, but like almost emerald, but faded, grayish.
A grayish green metal?
Yes.
I ain't too keen on stuff like that, honestly. Sorry. They usually keep the things that have like excavation aspects to it in separate tunnels that people own.
Kind of like, and as she's explaining it, she looks at the Ethereum in her pocket. Exactly like Ethereum. Oh my god, Casimir.
Oh wait, you like this shit too?
Is there a ton of it down here? I think.
I mean, there's a major collector of it for some reason.
Where?
They live in Neckmere.
Thank you. I might visit when I have free time.
Well, we're gonna kill a fucking dragon first, right? I got a
Yes.
roundhouse kick this thing. Now, I'm not sure if we talked about this during the recap or not, but he has a prosthetic leg.
Yes. Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, cool. So, you continue traveling. The back area that you just left no longer illuminated with anything.
Took all of.
Dancing lights, in case anyone needs it.
Boop, 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 boop. And now you can all see fine. As you're walking through this area, I need one of you to roll me a survival check. Whoever would be up in the lead.
I'm assisting.
Probably me.
Yeah, I guess I'd be next to Casimir. So yeah, because we're just talking about rocks. Unless Sebastian wants to talk about magic.
Casimir's being assisted by Moose and Liara. Jesus Christ. Casimir? This tunnel looks new. Like, really new that you're walking through. And the glowy bugs down in this section are usually closer to Ashmore Lazi. Because they need a lot of moisture to survive, and that being an underground, well, lake, whatever you want to call it, it provides a lot of moisture for them. And then you start noticing that there's little droplets of water falling on your forehead periodically. And you're not supposed to be near any water right now.
Right. I think the cave's haunted. It's like dripping water and there's not supposed to be any water.
Well, that could mean that we're under a lake, or there's probably something slimy above us. Or a predator that's drooling. That would be gross, though.
Well, I think this one's new. I don't remember this path being here.
Johnny, do you remember this path being here, seeing as you're our guide?
I'm gonna kind of come clean with you guys. I was taking this as a shortcut to where we're going. I noticed it was here and it looked like it would connect further in, so kind of just took it.
I will rip that leg off of you.
Let's just go the normal way.
I mean, sure, we just gotta backtrack like 4 hours or so.
You didn't think it'd be cool to be okay, whatever.
I mean, listen, I know the places around here and everything. Like, we're leading in the proper direction, and this tunnel, I don't remember it being here, but I mean, it's leading that way. We have the wormies, so, you know, the wormies don't be anywhere where there's, you know, big predators, because they would just die.
So if something was coming at us, which direction would we have to go to get to the dragon? Let's say something is very dangerous in here and we gotta leave.
That way.
Is there
The way
like
you're walking.
Oh, there's no wall or anything? Because I was gonna say.
Oh no, there's walls on either side of you, but you described it like, which way do we leave? Well, we leave by going forward.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure, because like if it was like to the side that has a wall, I could have just made a door.
Well, I mean, wait, what? Wait, you can make a door?
Yeah, I could just change the entire cave pretty easily, actually.
Holy crap, that's actually pretty cool. I mean, technically, we should only be about 40 or so feet from the proper tunnel that theoretically leads us over to Laze.
Okay, I'm gonna stone shape a door.
It's this one right here. Casimir, the wall he pats, you tell kind of spits off moisture as he pats it.
Yeah, how close to Laze are we? Because isn't that place underwater?
It's like half underwater. Well, it's more like a quarter underwater, a quarter under lava, and then half not.
Two things. Don't make a hole in anything that you don't need to. Second, I also saw that moisture spitting thingy. Because I was next to Casimir, right?
Sure, yeah. You have a high passive. Yeah.
I have the highest passive.
You have the highest in this party passive, yes.
Just wait.
It's high.
I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna inspect the wall.
Okay. What are you trying to inspect about it?
I'm confirming my worst fears at this point, but
Which are...
okay, so I'm gonna touch the wall again.
Spat.
Is it just wet or is it?
It's
Is it
very
soft?
wet. It's not as hard as the hardest stone you've come across down here, but it's definitely solid. And it is wet. Like, wet.
I'm gonna look at Reyna. And then trivial. I'm gonna be very honest. At this point, you are the only people I consider sane right now. I might be doing something stupid if my wild imaginations are correct. I'm gonna poke it with the. I'm gonna poke the wall with my dragon scale finger.
Oh,
Hey, Moose, hold on.
Did you just tell me? Hole.
Everybody's
Seems
like,
like a good
talking
idea.
about water and stuff. How many people can you cast water breathing on at a time?
Don't worry, I can breathe. I'll be fine. You don't have to cast it on me.
But it's a matter of fact that I don't have water breathing at the moment because we decided not to go into the water route.
Well, then maybe let's not poke holes in the wet
that's the water.
cavern walls.
I like look at the ground. Is it also wet?
Slightly.
Everyone wants to just blow the place up.
I'm going to like push against the ground.
All right. Give me a investigation check.
They get a guidance.
I don't know. Nobody said anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. 16.
+1.
Woo! Hey, it's better. The floor is a little damp. Nowhere near as damp as the wall. Almost like it's been absorbing water that has trickled onto it for a period of time.
Does anyone have like a water skin that I can borrow? Actually, I have a water skin. I'm gonna like pour a little bit of the water onto it.
All right. The water pours onto the floor, and you watch as immediately it starts pooling, and then after a few seconds, it slowly gets absorbed like a floor would.
Oh, unless the floor's like if the floor is porous, yes.
Sure.
I'm gonna like look back, and I'm gonna say, those of you who can see further in the darkness, were there any odd stalagmites or stalactites earlier on?
I'll take a look around.
All right, Rana, roll me a perception check.
See if I can roll above a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo!
18.
Not a single one.
No.
Smooth as a cucumber. What? Cucumbers are smooth.
I'm gonna like start.
What's your-
Go ahead.
What you're thinking, Moose, is that the water's right behind this wall?
Well, if it's leaking water, probably, but I have an idea. We could just have everyone. I could cast fly on everyone and make everyone float, and then flood this place until it goes.
Fly
up.
does not help us from drowning.
No, keep us. Well, I mean, how high is the ceiling? Because I'm guessing the ceiling's super high if we're looking up for stalagmites and stuff.
The ceiling's only about 10 feet high.
And I mean, I could just close the door. It's literally just my mind, so I just think of it closing.
Are you able to fight against the pressure of a rushing current?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Or we could just wait until Moose can cast water breathing and then we'll all be okay.
Isn't that going to take a day?
At this point, we either continue to through the uncertain corridor, which I am having horrible conniptions about.
Well, there's no predators down here. The bugs only come about when there's no predators. And we're heading in the right direction. We have been this whole time.
Up to you guys. We
So the
door.
sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
it's up to you guys. Let's just decide now. Door or follow.
I
I want to
think-
test one thing out there. The floor was porous enough to absorb water.
Yeah, not immediately, but over time.
I'm gonna poke it.
You poke the floor. The floor
No,
has
no.
been poked.
I'm just gonna like start digging into the floor a bit.
Okay. Do you have anything in mind?
Testing out a stupid theory.
Okay. How far do you diggy hole?
Oh, until I get like the first knuckle in.
All right. About 5 minutes of you scraping with this dragon shard. It's about one knuckle deep now. You're about a knuckle deep.
All right, I'm gonna just look at it. Is it just straight stone all the way through?
Roll me a nature check.
It's actually basalt.
No, there's no bath salts down here.
God damn it.
18, not bad. It is stone, mixed with a little bit of dirt underneath the stone as well. The dirt is moist. The stone itself seems to be just porous enough to be able to absorb it, kind of like a looser stone.
Right, so far, Benipkin's proven wrong. I feel a bit safer. Do we want to continue or turn around? Because poking a hole into the watery wall is dawning on me that is not the best idea.
Well, let's keep going.
Yeah, we can keep going. So you guys think this floor will absorb a lot of the water quickly, but I don't know. I don't know how much is going to come through. If I
So-
make it work.
They say this tunnel is new. Can I tell, like, was it carved by? Are there like claw marks? Like, are we literally like going down the path the dragon took?
Roll me a nature check.
All right. Guidance. Let's figure out what's going on. 17.
The walls are, now that you pay attention to it, not perfectly smooth, but definitely was tunneled through the direction you are currently walking. There's a few gashes in it that go a little deeper, but it seems mostly consistent being pushed in this direction and excavated open. And by the size of this, I mean, must have been a pretty sizable creature to crawl this far through.
Hey, Johnny, you said
Hey,
that the northern sections, they have issues with purple worms, but purple worms don't like the stone,
yeah. They don't
Are
like
we-
going through stone.
but they can, right?
Oh, 100%. It's just they don't like to inhabit those places, you know?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to live and work somewhere that's difficult? You know, like, I heard of this one place before. They called it Nebraska. And apparently it was a whole lot of nothing. It was the hottest as hell, and it was the colder than anything else, and it was just terrible. Like, it sounds like a terrible place.
I
To
just
them,
had
that would be this.
I just had a terrible, crazy thought that, well, maybe if they were like infected with one of those crazy scale things, a purple worm would tunnel around in rock.
Oh, no, I don't think that's a possibility.
You not see what it did to your friend, or not friend, but Sheila and Casimir here? He almost tried to eat me, and he doesn't even like what I taste like.
Right, but, like, I don't want to live in a world where that's a possibility, so I just don't want to believe it.
Oh,
I'm half here thinking it's not possible.
Nebraska.
Yup.
My
For anybody
God,
who lives
we're
in
dealing
Nebraska,
with-
move.
My God, I know what we're dealing with. It's an Alaskan bullworm.
Oh,
God.
no. But yeah, I don't want to live in a world where a purple worm goes crazy and just starts destroying everything for no reason. So, yeah,
I wouldn't want to live in that world either.
same.
But
All right. Well, I mean, that's okay. I'm just, you said this is like a new tunnel, and it's weird.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it is new. I don't think anybody else has been down here, so technically it's a secret tunnel to where we're going. Sounds great.
All right. Let's make our way. Maybe we should speed up, try to get to the town, see if the dragon got there yet.
Oh, I can go so fast. And he takes off sprinting with his new mechanical leg. He's moving about as fast as Casimir.
You know,
I hate it when the
sometimes
guy
my
you're
genius almost scares me.
What are you saying, Sebastian?
Oh, I was just gonna say I hate it when you're following somebody and they just speed away from you.
Now, all of you, are you going to move at a quickened pace, or are you keeping a slow pace?
I
Now
think we should
yeah?
move. I mean, I think we should get moving, get out of these tunnels that are full of zombie pits and water tubes.
Right. All right. So you all take off moving a bit faster, unless there's anybody who would object. Moving at a quick pace. Fantastic. Then, as you all are moving, you have a -5 to your perception based off of your movement speed, though you move twice the usual rate. As you are moving down this long tunnel, you do come across one section that kind of breaches off into a four-way intersection, and you see that Johnny is currently sitting in the four-way waving at you all, waiting for you to catch up. As you get over there, he goes, "Hey, so right next to us is actually the tunnel I was talking about, and there used to not be a tunnel going the opposite direction, and we also never this tunnel right here always went up ahead, but look," he points down at the ground, and you're all standing on what appears to be a very, very large head of some type of creature, but it's just the bone, thankfully. The head itself stretches across 15 feet from side to side, and the width of this head from the side profile you are looking at appears to be roughly about 5 feet. It has sharpened fangs imbued into the jaw-like structure itself. And none of you have ever seen a creature like this before in your life, except maybe Liar. Nature check. Hey, not bad. Liar, that is a Deinosaur. Titosaurus rex.
Oh my gosh, that's a dinosaur. I love dinosaurs. I read books about them once in my lab when I had free time.
All right. I want to try to get some teeth.
Yeah. Wait, I wonder what it looked like. I wonder if I'll be able to turn into one day.
So, the teeth are not actually teeth. They seem to be stuck in the jaw itself. Do you want to try to take the jaw, Sebastian?
Yeah.
Good.
got a
Do you
hammer.
have a pickaxe?
I got a hammer. A really big
Alright.
hammer.
Give
I'd
me
rather get
I mean, what? Give me a, I'll call it a dexterity check, Sebastian. Just see if you can break it with your hammer without destroying the jaw itself. Or collapsing the tunnel.
I wonder what dinosaurs are doing down here. Maybe this was just.
Use my
weird.
game advantage.
Go for it. Ooh, 22. You start tapping around it gently in a circle and going back around the other side and kind of like golf slapping the sections you were tapping against, cracking up all of the stone. And then you need Casimir, and you, and Reyna, as the three of you reach down and pull out the bottom jaw of a T-Rex, about 40% of it still intact. Now, the three of you can carry it, of course, with one another. But a single individual, this thing weighs about 110 pounds, and it requires two hands to carry. It's bigger than any of you.
My gosh, that's gonna be worth a fortune.
Can we fit it in the bag?
Not
Ooh,
a chance
This
in
is
hell.
such a conversation piece.
Where did you find that?
You saw where I found it.
I would say like that's what the people are gonna say. You're gonna be like, I killed. That's amazing.
Moose just goes back in the back without answering you.
I can help you carry it. This amulet makes me super strong.
I don't know
Remember?
if we need this big. I just want some teeth.
Oh, I just want the teeth. I mean, that's
Well, and I'll like show her my bag of like dragon teeth. I was like, I'm trying to make a necklace.
this isn't
These teeth are awesome.
this isn't a dragon. This is like a lizard that steps upright. It has little arms. Take one. Of its
And what part of what you just said doesn't sound like dragon?
See, dragons breathe fire and things like this. It's like a pseudo dragon, I guess. It doesn't even have wings either.
All right.
What
I'm gonna see if I
Crushing all
can't
of his
like
dreams.
get this into a smaller chunk. I just want like a chunk with like 3 or 4
Alright.
teeth.
Sure. You just shatter the 40% perfect Tyrannosaurus Rex jaw
Nobody
into
wants
small
it. so-
segments, and now you have a hooked area around like the left corner of where the jaw would have been that could easily fit around your neck.
Fuck yeah!
Doing some lucky necromancers.
I'm gonna
did that.
tie this to like the outside of my backpack until I figure out what I'm gonna do with it.
Alrighty. Now, Johnny looks over at you guys. All right. Well, now that you're done, well, you're welcome. This secret tunnel I found saved us a day and a half worth of travel.
Oh, well, thank you, Johnny.
Thanks, man. Best guide ever.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
I'll write you a review.
Well, thank you. Really appreciate that. For the captain's position, right?
Yes.
Right.
Drop my
Right.
name at his shop in Morian if you're ever there.
Not gonna lie to you, I never learned your name.
Oh yeah, because it's flowers. That's right.
But yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
And you all continue traveling. Now, as you have now entered back onto the primary path, you can tell the difference in the tunnel itself. Whereas that tunnel had gashes and cut marks heading directly in the direction you were walking. This one has excavated marks around the sides, hacking from the top to the bottom with like pickaxes and things like that. It's very clear that the other one was made by something different than a professional crew of people with thumbs. So,
Welcome to No Thumb Construction. We do the best we can.
oh, don't tempt me to put that in this world. I really want to. It's just...
Look, if you're ever going to make anything to deal with my legacy of stupid shit into this world, that's going to be the construction crew.
That's fair. That's fair. Our motto: we do the best we can. Love it. Anyways, around this point, you've all been traveling about 7 hours. Especially at the quickened pace, it does leave you a little more tired. Johnny stops at some point to turn to you all. All right, so there's not really any secret headways for the goblin folk to hide in around this area. We kind of got a lot more gain than I thought we would. We're probably a good 5 hours out from the Ashen, or the Ashmore. You guys want to sleep here, or push forward 5 hours and get an inn?
An inn sounds safe.
I think pushing. I mean, the last time we slept in this area, we got attacked by a crazy
shield.
monster. So let's just
Sure.
keep going.
Right, okay. All right. That's what everybody wants. Let's keep going. So, 5 hours forced march. I need a con save, and I'm not going to make you guys roll 5 con saves. I'm going to make you roll 1 at a DC 15. Only 3 people or 4 people can be within Sebastian's radius. So who's going to be the person out of it? Reyna? Very good. Con saves, everybody. DC 15. Everybody gets a +4 aside from Reyna. Liara's fine. Casimir's fine. Sebastian's fine. Moose is fine. Trivial is fine. Reyna, you suffer a level of exhaustion. Right? Like, that's your best saving throw. And that happened last time, too, did.
Yeah, it was one of those, like, I was like, oh, I was worried about, like, everybody else, and then...
This is what happens when you care about other people, man.
Right?
Fucks you over every
Stop
time.
doing that.
So yes, Reyna, on the travel, considering last night you had some pretty gruesome wounds, you're tired. You are beat. You're not really the type who goes, oh, I miss my bed. But you know what? At this point, you kind of miss your bed a little bit. Even just to lie in and read a book. Like, stone sucks. But yeah.
My butt's sore. It's just... It's the worst.
Well, at least you aren't like Sebastian, who's about to have a glowing bum's hole. But that is fine. After 5 hours of travel, everybody, you begin hearing the sounds of trickling water moving into the cavern. The water itself sounds soothing, almost therapeutic. And although the moisture is pretty intense in this location, it's also so warm. Almost like a decent day in Florida. I don't care what anybody says, those are few and far between. That humidity fucking sucks.
Amen.
But on those few days where it's like 65 degrees and humid, it's a good day. You begin
Yeah, it's
walking...
a Tuesday.
You begin walking forward, and you see all of these tiny little wooden hovels. And when I say tiny, the tallest of them are 6 feet tall. All of the rest of them look even smaller. As you look across this entire section, you see that there's a dock surrounding a consistent stream of water. It's glowing slightly blue. Little sparkling specks inside. At the front of this area, where the stream seems to be falling down from somewhere up above, into this cavern, you see that there is a larger building made out of stone, but the trimmings and artwork put on the outside for accents made out of wood. It has a large wheel that this waterfall seems to be spinning around and doing some type of task for them. As you're all walking through, Johnny looks at you and goes, so all of the big folk, you probably want to stay at the inn up ahead. They call that the mini deposit. They got beds suitable for you. And as he says that, you see a stray individual walking past with webbed feet, webbed fingers, and a fish head.
Liara's gonna alter self immediately to look like that.
Alter self does not disguise self. You can get like gills, you can get fangs, but it doesn't completely change you into a fish person.
Well, webbed fingers and feet.
Yeah. You give yourself that. Looks over at you. Papata! Papata! Do any of you speak Primordial?
I do.
Moose. He just said, "Oh, hi, strangers. You need a place to stay?"
Hold on, I'm getting myself ready. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Yes, we're all staying for a bit.
Ooh, okay. Well, little people, you want to stay with me, you can. But there's the inn up ahead, the mini deposit. It's good. You want me to take you?
Thank you. We love that.
Okay. Then he switches over to common. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna walk you over to the inn. And just starts walking. Now, aside from Casimir, none of you have ever seen a person, or sorry, Sebastian and Casimir, none of you have ever seen a person that looked like that before. Sebastian, the fur actually has a very strong community and presence along the coastline outside of Morian. They usually have closed off communities. They stick to underground caves and systems like that most of the time, but they do trade. So, as you're all following the little tiny fish folk, listening to their feet splatting against the very damp environment that you are inside of, he brings you over to the inn, which has a damp rug that you are walking up into. As you get there, close to the door, you're hit with the gentle mist that's coming off of the large turning wheel that the water is pushing against and rotating. He opens the door for you all, and you see that there is a very faint glow coming from a candlestick over on the side. There's a few other candles in the area, but they seem to have been dispersed in the evening. You look over at the front at the counter, where you see that there is a mixture between a goblin and a fur sitting there. He looks up. Oh, hey! How you doing, Johnny? Hey, cousin! How's it going? Or, no, Johnny. Oh, hey, cousin! How's it going? Runs over, gives him a hug. Oh, it's good, it's good. You're our friends, Yeah, friends. You think you can bring all of us in? Oh, yeah, of course. Family discount. 5 gold. Each.
I step out of the bag. 5 each?
Well, yeah.
Back. 6 people. Wait, yeah, 6 people. 30.
30. Yep. So you hand over 30 gold, and he counts it individually one by one and sticks it into some type of little box on the other side.
No,
okay,
bad.
Let me bring you all over to your rooms. Do you need dinner tonight?
I'm just saying bad, Sebastian.
Do you guys all need dinner tonight? Or are you good to eat in the morning?
I need to sleep.
You look tired. Well, just so you know, the steam bath and the massage room does come complimentary with the stay that you guys are getting. I give you the upgrade for free. So, in the morning, if any of you want to experience that, feel free. And he brings you over to these little rooms that have their own individual fireplaces, but there's still just steam inside of it. It's very warm. Very cozy warm, but steamy.
Can I just hang out here for 6 hours?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, she's gonna trance in the steam room for 6 hours.
No problem.
I don't think that's healthy.
Just don't fall asleep.
I'll choose sleep.
You
How
think
long
so?
can she stay in there?
I'll pick her up before she dies. It's fine.
Thank you.
And he brings you over to your individual rooms. And with the 5 gold apiece, it is individual rooms. So we don't really have adventurer rooms, but we do have couples rooms if you instead. But you could also just have your own room.
Trivial, Casimir.
Oh no.
I would prefer my own room. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, well, here's your key, here's your key, here's your key, here's your key. I'll give her her key. There you go. These are your rooms. Enjoy. Thank you, cousin. Really appreciate you. Yeah, of course. Whenever you need anything, just come here.
I'm gonna look at Johnny.
Yeah.
Come to my attention that I bought a room for myself. Here you go,
Wait.
and I hand him the key.
He holds his hand up. That's not necessary. I have my own place. I'm gonna stay with family.
That's fair.
Well, good night, all of you. It was a pleasure getting to know you. When you're done killing the fucker, be sure to come find me.
No, bad Wyatt. No Fast and Furious references.
Okay, well, pleasure meeting you all, and I'll see you in the morning. Goodbye, everybody. By the way, I'm innkeeper Misa.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. I was going to ask what his name was.
Yes, I'm Misa. Yeah, Misa always thinks, letting everybody have their own place is a nicer thing. Yes, I do.
So, because I'm not tired at all.
Oh, you're still fucking tired. You're just not exhausted.
The realize I've been riding in a bag this entire time.
Right, but it's been 13 hours. 13 hours of consciousness is tiring.
What was the name of this inn again?
This inn is the mini deposit. What accent? What, Misa? Misa thinks it's okay. Annie!
Saying his name.
I swear. For the rest until I absolutely need to sleep,
Sure.
I'm just gonna hang out with the villagers, I guess.
Alrighty, cool. Well then, everybody, you all made it into town. You can all take your long rest. But I think this is where we're going to end the session. And when we wake up in the morning tomorrow, if you want a steam room massage or anything else like that, you're more than welcome to. But you can start inquiring as to the whereabouts of the Abomination Dragon. But players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you all very much for viewing. I hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.